Justin.
Morning, Rakeel.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I've got a customer that dropped the car off because the check engine light came on.
So, looks like gold hasn't really done anything since yesterday. Gold's just been chilling. I'm surprised the way GJ moved out. It still hasn't broken this range.
Good
God.
morning.
Hey, good morning, Vincent.
How are you?
Better.
Waiting for you to put your pending orders.
Yeah, man. God damn. What are you trying to do, GJ? Because this morning I woke up, I saw this move up. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This is okay. So morning. This is what I saw in the morning. Like this kind of was bullish. This on my phone when I woke up, and I'm like, oh, this thing has broken out.
Yeah.
But then
Well, that bottom wick that it made is actually daily support.
Yes.
On that 1 hour or even the 30-minute. That's so I don't know. Like that would be interesting if it continues to go. I don't think. Well, do you think it'll come all the way back, considering that's daily? It's at daily support.
I don't know. Seems like right now it's having a reaction to all this high traffic area to the left.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now. It's having a reaction to that, and I think. Well, it's made a high, so that's good. So kind of want to wait for it to create some sort of a support so I can take a buy so we can retest that high.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of going to wait.
Morning.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, GJ, man. Tried to catch it, but there weren't enough pullbacks.
I think this would have been a nice entry over here. What's this? 7 pips. Yeah, it was a very, very strong move.
But yeah, I think we might have something like yesterday. You know how we had the strong move, and then at the start of the stream, it did a pullback, and then it will continue its move like yesterday.
Exactly.
That's what I'm hoping. Let's see. But yeah, all the pound pairs move because I watch pound CAD as well, and even that one shot up.
Yeah, they moved heavy.
Was there some sort of move? Oh, some sort of news, sorry.
Not that I've read. Like I tried to find something.
Yeah, they're crazy. Yeah, that's it.
The leaders are all talking at some point today, so that might be it.
Okay, gotcha.
Because of our general election coming up, but other than that, I mean, that's all just going to be speculation. So,
yeah, big move for just speculation.
Yeah, exactly.
Good morning.
But then that move was kind of expected because if you look on the 30-minute, it kind of made a fake out to the bottom. And then
Yeah, good point.
got up. Or even on the hour.
Good morning, ladies.
Hey, good morning.
Man, I didn't expect this up move on GJ. I thought we were
Yeah.
gonna tank based on yesterday's candle. What are your views, Rakeel?
Excuse me?
What are your views for today?
Nothing. I'm just waiting for it to pull back. GJ pull back, create a support so I can take a buy to go up. That's what I'm kind of waiting for.
Yeah, we got space till 90, 140, 90, based on the 4 hour.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's
Yeah, so I'm kind of hoping it creates a support so I can take a buy to go up.
Do you think we'll come back to this zone?
No idea. If it comes back, then we're gonna know that we came back, you know. So right now I'm just waiting for a price to create some sort of a support so I can take a buy to go up.
Nice.
Because it pushed up, you know, it created a high, so it's got to come down. Because if you look left, this is a high traffic area here around 144.90.
Yeah.
You know, all this from like the 25th November and then again 26th November. What was this during the pre-London? Yeah, exactly. So it needs to create some sort of support so I can take a buy to go up.
Nice. How was your leg session? Can you walk today?
Yeah, it was very good.
Nice, man.
Yeah, man. I go hard on legs.
I hate it, man.
Yeah, me too. We still gotta do it, you know?
Yeah. You need the discipline to just do it.
Just do it.
Did you win with what's the name of the other guy?
No, he's working.
Oh, okay.
Do you believe in the idea that the Asian session is consolidation, London push, and New York reversal? No, I don't believe in that idea. I believe in the idea that when you come to the charts, then you take what you can. You know, having these ideas about what's going to happen before, you know, when you see something else is just, that's pretty confusing. You know, it's pretty confusing because like sometimes Asian trends and London consolidates. Then what are you going to do? On what time frames are you waiting for support to be formed? Well, honestly, I'm looking for a bullish candle on the 30-minute time frame. I'm looking for a bullish candle because if I can get a bullish candle on 30-minute time frame, then I can put a stop loss below it and take a trade. But right now, it's just coming. It made a high. It's coming down. So I mean, I don't know. Not really interested in this right now. Euro JPY. Looks like this was a fake out, but we need this candle to close bullish to confirm that.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Gold has been in the same range since Asian session yesterday. Hasn't really done anything, so there's no need to look at gold. The only way you should look at gold is if it breaks below 1458 or it breaks above 1460. Because it's in a range right now. What is this? 20 pip range? 20 pip range. Because if it breaks below, it's coming down to at least 1456, you know, like this clean candle here. But if it breaks above, the target is easy, 1462. So we just gotta relax. Got some USD news too. So I guess maybe this news, this is the reason why gold is ranging. First time here, watch you on Desire Trade, good stuff. Oh yeah, thank you, thank you. Let's take a look at some charts over here. See the 15 minutes going bullish. Just gotta close. Gotta see a close, man. Alright, what's this? Stops to break even, breakout, high highs, high lows, 5-minute candles, resistance. Oh, very nice. Someone got these buys on GJ. Yeah, see for EuroJPY, this was support. This candle broke down. This candle went up. It should have done a retest to continue down. But if this closes bullish, there's a very, very high chance that now then price is going to continue going up to touch this resistance right here, because this move down would be then a fake out. You know, and the fake out is like, if price couldn't maintain its momentum down, where else will it go? You know, you just got to be logical. It's going to go up because price only moves up or down. You know what I find the hardest pair to trade is Euro CAD. Well, if Euro CAD is hard for you, then don't trade it. Simple, you know. I mean, if you don't like something, don't do it. Raja, today your explanation is really good. I think my explanation is good every day. Just waiting, waiting, and waiting. Let's look at the 1 hour here, 4 hour, daily. Yeah. See, now the thing with daily is daily either is gonna break the high, but there are also chances it can reverse and flip bearish. But we'll need confirmations for the flipping, so we gotta wait. What happened overnight anyway? Nothing really. Nothing really happened that would justify this big move.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
My first feeling based on yesterday daily candle was going short today. But you never know.
You know, I'll have to be really careful when taking buys here, because this area over here, like this resistance here, is key. You know, this is a very important level. So I'll be very careful in taking buys. That's why I'm waiting for this candle to close to see how this closes. 'Cause this area over here, this is something I'm gonna be looking at, because this candle couldn't close above, and when we look left, there's this resistance, but this is a fake out. You know, so that doesn't really matter because price came up. So fake outs are basically impulsive moves, you know, impulsive moves in the opposite direction. So that's how I see that. So it's kind of got to wait over here.
Gold looks like it's breaking down.
Ooh.
The problem on gold is that we're reaching or we're bouncing from a 4-hour zone, like around 57.75. It's a very strong 50. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's a huge liquidity graph on 4 hour if you look left.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that area.
This area here, yeah.
Yeah. And if you go to the daily, you see we got this, then we have this liquidity grab support.
Yeah, but you know what I was looking at last night? I was looking at this area as resistance right over here. This support, and then resistance here.
Yeah.
I was looking at this. So based on that, I mean, I still think gold is bearish. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So now for it to break this support, we need a break on the small time frames, which is kind of happening, because if we look on the 1 hour here, yeah, this gotta close a very strong bearish candle.
If you look on the 15-minute, Raja, gold. Oh yeah, you're on the 15-minute. This candle right here, it tried to go up and then it couldn't, and then this one closed below that. That was a strong level, 1460.
Yeah.
And yeah, it makes lower lows and lower highs. So we'll see.
Yeah. So I guess like it's probably waiting for the news here too.
Yeah.
All right. What's this? Yeah, this looks good. Down and all the way up. This looks good. So then I guess just gotta wait for it to come down. I'm just playing off what's happening right now, because this 15-minute candle has broken the high of the previous 15-minute candle. What's this? 30-minute close bullish. We can enter buy. Yes, I'm looking at the same exact thing. I think the same thing is developing on GJ here. Oh wow, what's this? Ranging a lot of, see these numbers help a lot, man. Range market, this candle, close below support, torch touch resistance, price change direction, touch support, retrace back. Yep. Perfect. And then it continued moving up. What's this? Your JPY, 15 minute, waiting for bearish confirmation. Ooh, it's coming down for a retest. 15 minute has closed bearish. I would wait for the 30 minute to close bearish. That's what I would do.
Why the 30-minute, Raja?
Because it's stronger confirmation.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Good, good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright. FOMO on GJ, but there you go.
Oh yeah.
I like planned the trade and was waiting for it to just come a little bit lower. And then it just
Yeah.
took off. But has it found support at 50?
GJ?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Not looking at it.
This candle needs to close, the 30-minute candle.
Oh, so it kind of has. So it's bouncing off 50, right? Top 50.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I'm concerned about is this 140, 650 areas because this is resistance here.
Yeah, it's spiked into it and rejected. That's just...
Yeah. What I'm also thinking that GJ might start ranging between 140, 50 and 140, 630.
Yeah, it's possible.
Like
I mean, if you like go up the time frames and zoom out, we're now at the top of the range.
Yes. Again,
we tap yet again. Yeah. Did gold move yet? Let me see.
Gold, I had.
Gold's gone down.
Yeah, I had a sell on gold. I closed it, but I'm not really sure if it's going to break it now or is it waiting for news.
Yeah, I don't know. I got a feeling it might head down pre-news and then bounce up towards news.
Yeah, that's
I mean, that's just an idea, but I'm not saying it's going to. Because if you look at the day, like the daily and the weekly on gold, like you can't ignore yesterday's daily now. Like it pulled into that big, strong, like wick zone to the left, and like obviously flew out of it yesterday. I don't know. Gold's really tricky at the moment. I've got written on my chart buys, so I'm only looking for buys. Unless it breaks below that, 50, 140, 50 area.
Yeah, I was looking for sells yesterday on GJ. That was it.
But you know what happened on gold yesterday? So like it's been coming down, right? Gold off optimism that this trade deal's happening, and then there was more news reports, all positive news reports coming out yesterday, and it went up. So I was like, is this now going to start like retracing, pushing up, and then it will sell off when the deal's done,
Yeah,
because this is all optimism that it's close and what have you. So why is it going up?
Yeah, this is like Brexit,
Yeah.
The trade deals are going to become like Brexit. It's happening, it's not happening. Someone said this, someone said that, Oh. All right, Chris. GJ 4 hour. Bounce down and go up. I think a lot of people are looking for buys here in GJ.
Yeah. I can kind of...
Oh, I think I missed it on the 15 minute.
Yeah, you can't enter now. because it might do a partial wick fill in reverse.
10 minutes left for this candle to close.
You just got to play the range game at the moment. Buy the bottom, sell the top, and you should be good. Like, if you've done that on gold this morning, you're good. You could have had buys when it hit the bottom. You could have had sells when it hit the top of the range. It's just stupid. You look at every chart, everything is sideways.
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, nice, Alex. Yeah, Alex sold the resistance on gold, and he's good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think a retest on a retest on gold after this hour closes. 14.59.
Yeah. If this 1 hour closes like this, I'll be looking for sells if it pulls up towards 14.58, 59.
Yeah.
Oh, this sell was kind of like the sell I had on GJ yesterday. Here, check this out. Right here. This one had a sell right over here. Alex had the same sell on gold right over
That's
here.
what I mean. If you look at that, Raja, you can if you just play the range game. Like, you sold the top of the range, then it came down, bounced off the bottom.
Yeah.
It's just the markets we're in at the moment. I'm pissed off. I bought GU this morning at 128.30, and I closed for 15 pips, and it moved like 75.
Oh, yeah, because it kept running.
I had no draw, like literally no drawdown. It didn't come near my stop either. But there we go.
Looks like missed the bus on GJ over here. That 15-minute, I think it was enough. Well, let's see. It's only 5 pips.
It could. Do you not think it could go to sort of 140.80?
140.80? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could.
Because you got those two big wicks in that zone. Like, if you look on the 1 hour, you've got that one, and then there's another one to the left. If you zoom out a bit, see?
Yeah, I know. Like these wicks I'm looking at as if they were like impulse moves. Because
but
price,
like, do you not think that's the top of the range?
I would say so. On the 1 hour, that would be top of the range. But at the same time, these candles went up and came right back below 146.30.
Yeah, true.
So it's kind of very iffy right now. Pretty hard to say, because if I take a trade based on this 30-minute closing bullish, the stop is going to be pretty big. It's going to be like a 15, 16 pip stop, way too big for my liking. But it can go up to that range. The last thing I want to do is to rush into a position, you know?
Yeah, I'm the same. I've taken nothing. I've literally all morning just been watching it. I was looking at gold this morning. It did nothing. I planned that GJ buy, but it did a retest on the 15-minute and 30-minute, but I wanted a 1 hour retest, so missed it. Yeah, see, I wanted it to come into that zone that you've got drawn up there, but it didn't. Didn't quite come low enough.
Oh boy. You know what? I might take a small position. I might enter based on the 15-minute.
In expectation, it's going to break that high.
Yes.
Yeah. But where are you going to put your stop under that 15-minute candle?
Yes.
One hour closes in 4 minutes, so you might get a pullback on the 1 hour.
Yeah, that'll be good. Because the stop is going to be around 10 pips and TP is going to be around 15. Because I'm thinking about the fact that how many people are going to be trying to sell GJ because it's at a resistance. And GJ is going to say, nope, they're going to go up. Took an entry here. Took an entry on GJ.
You also must have in mind that the 1 hour is going to close in.
Oh yeah, I have everything in mind, bro.
Okay.
I am aware of everything that could happen.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, because the 1 hour is going to close in 2 minutes, 4 hours going to close in, because like if it's going to happen, there should be a push before the New York Open, which is at like 8 a.m.
Yeah, I was just worried about the 1 hour wick, down wick.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you got space.
When does the 4 hour close? 2 hours, in 2 hours. 4 hour closes in 2 hours. Man, this was a good entry when this 15-minute candle closed here. That would have been a very, very good entry. Wow, man. If your spread is more than 2 pips, you got to do something about the broker. Because that's way too high. I think that's just too high.
On GJ?
Yeah, GJ, gold, on anything really.
Yeah, see, my spread on gold's 2 pips, but I don't pay commission. Which is, so it's basically evens out.
Why were you hesitant to take off the first 15-minute close? I don't know. I just wasn't comfortable. I just wasn't comfortable.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any signs of rejection on GJ. This looks like it's just going to keep going.
That'd be very scary if it keeps going.
Be happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
That's,
DJ.
that's the gift GBP has given to the world.
Yeah. Just needs to push up a little bit more so I can be happy and thank you and thanks it.
Morning, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
What's up?
Good morning.
What's up, man? That could be a solid push out on the GJ after consolidating for such a long time.
Let's see.
Yeah, you know that you entered just a few minutes before the 1 hour up.
Yeah. He has everything in control. Don't
So
worry.
you may have like 5 or 7 pips drop right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're good. I had a pending order at 140 42 last night, so it got activated. Now it's 20 pips profit, but I don't want to risk anything unless this hour pull back so I can get another entry, a better entry.
Oh, okay.
But I think you're good. I mean, the move is there.
Oh yeah, I mean, even if it hits my stop loss, no big deal.
No, I know, man. You always have a risk management, so you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, because if this goes up, then this bearish candle was like a retest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was like the liquidity for the next few candles to continue moving up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm basing this trade off of.
Yeah. As long as new 15-minute candle doesn't close below the previous one, okay.
Yes, that's yep.
Right here. I think we may have a retest this area. Some other. I like it.
I think 630 is gonna hold. That was previous resistance. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope so.
Ooh, gold came back in the range. Yeah, I guess gold's just gonna range here till the news.
Or maybe like Simon said before, maybe they're gonna drop prior to the news and then jump all the way up.
Didn't you take sales rakeel at 14.59? Oh,
no.
Bang on the dot. 14.59, bang on the dot.
Nice.
Didn't close below that support though, Ryan. Risky, man.
Oh well, I'm in.
Good luck.
Ryan's middle name is Risk.
Risky Ryan.
You know you can close it now, Ryan.
Ryan Risky Ashley.
I told you, you just feel the chakras. When the chakras tell you, you just do it.
Feel it in
Oh boy.
Like my preference is for gold to drop. Like I'm hoping the news is going to drop it to like 14. I sent my chart earlier. 14. Where are we? 14.55 was it?
Do you know what? I'm going to listen to my peers. I'm going to close half the position
and I'll buy it there.
and leave the other half.
Follow your chakras, man.
Yeah, Ryan's chakras are working.
Yep.
Yes. Twice this week.
Chakras. Don't trust that.
The 15-minute also closed with no wick to the top. Someone is saying gold is a buy today and he has sent no chart. So you are going in timeout.
Nice.
Need to send charts if you're going to say gold buy or gold sell. Doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
Gold 1 hour price broke below. I'm looking for a deeper retest. Oh, nice. Someone else in sells too. Ooh, EJ did a nice retest on the 30-minute.
Oh yeah, perfect. Textbook.
Timeout is when you punish kids for bad deeds. Timeout is when like people need to send charts. You know, the idea of these streams is so that you can get better, and the only way you get better is you send a chart, someone analyzes it, and then you learn from it. Because if you come to stream, you're like, oh, gold is a buy or gold is a sell. That doesn't help anyone.
Rakeel, that's my trading view code.
I was well confused what that was.
You think I was putting a password in or something?
I was like, what? I was trying to. Oops.
Oh, can't open it.
Come on, Simon. Read rules, ban.
Wow, man.
Ban.
I did. That should work.
No, it's, well, I guess it's not working.
That's timeout.
You got to click the camera.
Yes, I know.
Oh, Simon, you're going in timeout, buddy.
And then you get this code.
Yo, you can send a link in the Zoom properly.
And boom.
It's just the YouTube. You can't send the whole.
That's
link.
the link it's given me.
Oh, it's...
Unless I typed it wrong.
You can copy and paste the whole thing in Zoom.
Right. Oh, someone's looking
go on, sorry.
for cells on GJ.
Come on, GJ, let's go.
Well, I guess...
Yeah, it's bullish on the 50-minute.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
900s, man. So.
900 is a target.
I would say.
It did the retest to this previous candle already, so
yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, that previous 1 hour zone.
Mm-hmm. And if Boris could say something, that'd be lovely.
Man, gold needs to close below, I'd say 1458 at least.
Gold needs to just do something. It's just not. So annoying. I've just got visions of Simon struggling with trading view.
Yeah, I'm still trying to sort this fucking link out.
I thought he's gone quiet. He must be doing it.
Can you take a look at EG and EU? I think Rukon Uzaman, you need to send a chart, because when you send a chart, we'll be able to see what you think. And because I don't trade those pairs, you know, so I'm not going to open those pairs and start analyzing because someone else tells me to. Because it's going to take up my precious time to look at my pairs, you know. So just to save that time, you need to send a chart. See, people are sending charts. Look at this. Someone sent a chart. GCAD, waiting for price to break and form support to take buys. Price make consistent highs and higher lows. Yeah, this idea would make sense for it to come down to create a support. Zone could go to on the verge of breaking the zone. Yeah, I'm in this trade because of the 30-minute candle which closed bullish and the previous one was bearish. So I think the previous one was a retest and this should continue moving bullish. But looking at the 15-minute candle is about to close. So I mean, if this bearish 15-minute candle closes, I would say that that's going to be the lowest wick off on the 30-minute time frame, because the next one would then, I would appreciate it would go up. But at the same time, I got my stop loss below the 15-minute candle if in case it starts to head down. So then I'd be out of that trade.
Like how you said you'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate if the market would do this.
You have to be polite when it's your first trade.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe it works. You know?
Yeah, I got out. We took a loss. Well, I took a loss today.
Yeah, they ain't no we.
Exactly. You took a loss.
Yeah, you took a loss, right? So look,
I took a loss today.
got to be in it though.
10 pip loss. I hope no one messages me saying, should we close? Someone's gonna say, should we close?
Yeah, what? Yeah, yeah. There's bound to be someone. In about half an hour, they say, "Oh, he's still holding it."
I think this will be the easy trade.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
We got space.
I believe that.
And I believe I can fly.
Banhammer.
Oh man.
Okay, what's this? Gold, 30-minute retest. Oh, someone's looking for buys on gold. Up above the consolidation area. Well, good luck. See, gold is ranging here, so you should be looking for buys above 1460. Yeah, you know, now I'm 100% sure it's not breaking above 146.50 GJ. It's respecting that same level. So see this stop? The stop loss was perfect. Instead of having the stop below support with more pips, I mean, that would have been what, like almost a 20 pip stop, you know, but it had it below the 15-minute candle, which is perfect. It broke the low, I got out. Just like a winning trade, you take the losing trade. You're like, huh, I won a trade. Then you say, huh, I lost a trade. Alright. We got charts coming in by the dozen. What's this chart? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is excellent chart right here. Excellent.
I like that one.
Yeah.
There should be some tears on there as well.
Yeah. Crying phase.
Yeah, that's some patience. Oh, that's some artistic shit.
Maybe I should have a crying face right here.
It's better than Ted's tree.
And this month I have been super disciplined.
What, on the amount of trades or?
With the amount of risk, like in the middle of the month, I was going like heavy risk. I do like 10 lots at a time, 15 lots. But now it's the last week, last few days of the month, and I've dropped down my lot size to like 1 and 2s.
Yeah, that's comfy.
Yeah, don't wanna like lose my profits.
No, man, won't be able to buy no more of that corn.
Yeah.
No, you got to be sensible. I think that's keep it ticking over. I think nothing wrong with that.
Hello, I can't open account with IC Markets because I'm from Lebanon. Which broker you recommend? Well, if I lived in Lebanon, I would have told you, but I live in Canada, so I can't tell you anything. Somebody call Asia and tell them to stop capping the sessions. Well, Asia doesn't really matter because Asia is closed right now. Do you withdraw monthly, weekly, or daily? I withdraw. Actually, I'm going to do a withdrawal this Friday.
Yeah, end of the month withdrawal.
Yeah. With 5,000 account, which lot size would you use and how would you progress increasing them? 5,000 account, I would use maybe like 0.2 to start, or 0.25.
Using a percentage.
Yeah, and then increase it like as your account size increases. So let's say if your account size increases by 10%, you increase the lot size by 10%. You're so sarcastic when you lost the trade. Yeah. If this was me, let's say like 2.5 years ago, I'd still be holding that drawdown, and then I wouldn't be so sarcastic. But now, I'm out of the trade, so I've killed that. I've killed that anxiety. So I'm chill.
That shows the confidence in your consistency over time.
Yeah,
doing it like that, it's going to come back. It's no biggie. It's good.
Yeah, that's true too. Because I know for a fact that if I take 10 trades, at least 7 are going to be winners. I know that for sure.
Yeah, especially if you're closing earlier as well. Now, you've adapted. I think that's a massive difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never take you take small losses.
Yep.
You can make it all back in one win.
Yeah, easy. Yeah.
Because if this thing falls below 140, let's say 500, that's like 15 pips right there, 15, 20 pips. I will have to wait.
Yep.
I go full margin and blow up like a real man. Yes.
That's how you roll.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, it's not long till payday.
Trading can be a very lonely journey. Some days we gain, sometimes we win. We need to stay positive. It's not easy at all. Yes, that's true. Trading is very lonely. If you look, gold is ranging. If you look at the calendar here, there's a bunch of USD news. What day is it today? Wednesday? Yeah, it's a Wednesday. Wendy Wednesdays. There's a lot of USD news here, so maybe that's why gold is ranging. So you gotta wait. GJ now is in a range. GJ has entered a range. See this? So on GJ, if you look at the most recent support, this is your most recent support right over here, down here. 140, 500, let's say. And this is your most recent resistance now, 140, 640, or whatever that is. So GJ is ranging. Euro JPY is broke down, did a retest. This kind of looks like it's heading down, but like when I'm looking left, man, there's like so much issues here to the left. The only time frame that has no issues is the 4 hour. with the potential to come down to like 120 even. If 4 hour broke down, might do a retrace. The next one could make a wick up. So the next 4 hour, if this closes bearish, the next one could, you know, kind of like make like a wick like this and then continue moving down to this area. But if you look at this on the 1 hour time frame and the 30-minute, man, it's a mess to the left. Look at that. What is your account size you're using? 15 to 20? Around 84,000 it's at right now. My winning percentage is 72%, but my loss is more than my gain after watching you. Oh, nice. Oh, what? My loss is more than my gain.
No. He said after watching. No, he's good. He said after watching this, now he knows how to manage it.
It's positive.
Yeah. It used to be.
Oh.
Not so good. Now he's good.
Yeah, now he knows how to manage his risk.
Yeah. I had to read that twice. I was like, what?
No, first you said, oh, that's nice. Like, what?
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
I read it the same the first time. I was like, oh, man.
How do I post my charts to you? Ian Kelly Bandit. Ian Kelly Bandit, you need to watch there's a video in the description. You need to watch that first. I wonder how many people have watched that video anyway.
It'll show you views. You can see views, can't you?
Oh, yeah. 8,600.
I was going to say, but there's like 12.
Oh, 34 comments. Holy shit. I haven't even read any comments. Nice.
Well, I'm going to make coffee. I expect GG at 6:50 by the time I get back.
Yeah, right now it's doing just nothing. Sideways.
Yeah.
People who want to join your club, can we see your trade history for the year 2018-2019? No, I don't want anyone joining my club. Why do I want people to join my club? Listen, if I wanted people to join my club, I would have had a big banner running here on the screen. Join. But I don't. This is not why we're here. We're here to, we're here to look at the charts, study charts, look at the trades, take some trades, and that's it. So, Mr. Ali, if you have, I don't even know where these people come from, man. These strange ideas. Ooh, someone sent a chart. Let's take a look here. Gold. Yeah, I think this makes sense here. So you have probably have a buy stop up there. Your JPY on the 4-hour we clean move small time. Yeah, that's exactly what I see on your JPY. It's made this low here before 6 a.m. This low at 120.080. So once this low breaks, this could have a nice move going down. If you have equity of 2,000, what's the max lot size to use for trade? How many trades shall be open at once? I think if you have a $2,000 account, the most you should do is like 0.15 or zero point 0.2. Even if you do 0.2, that's like 1% per trade. So you really have to understand how many trades are you going to take in a day. If you're going to focus on 2 trades a day, then maybe you want to do zero point 0.1 per trade. That's 0.5%. Because take into account that if you have $1,000 account, 1% is $100. No, 10,000. 1% is $100. So I always recommend people to start with 1%, 1 to 2% per day. So whenever you come through the charts, you should have an idea how much you're willing to lose. Like, I came on this morning, and in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm willing to risk 2% for today. And that's about it. So I took one trade, it hit stop loss, so now I'm just chilling. Because I've taken my one trade. So I'm gonna wait to see what happens here. Probably gonna look for a move on gold coming down or going up, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. There's a bunch of news on US dollar too. The other thing is this 4-hour tapped into a very, very strong resistance here, which was created on 15th November pre-London. There was again support created 21st November at like Asian Open, and this resistance got created yesterday in New York afternoon. So, in the 4-hour is having some issues at 1458. We'll have to wait. Did you lose sometimes 3 days in a row? Yeah, in the beginning I used to lose a lot, but now in the past year and a half I haven't lost like 2 days in a row. Only because I focused on one or two trades a day. Gold sell stop, yeah, that could work. Sell stop below 1457.30. The thing about trading is to always aim to put yourself in the best position to win. And that means wait for the charts to print something you really, really like. That's the entire idea about trading.
Exactly.
In my first year, I blew 13,000 euro, but I learned from that a lot of course, I sucked and got greedy a lot. Yeah, that happens too. Like when I first started, I had a bunch of money saved up, and so I was getting greedy all the time. Because I was like, all right, I'm gonna deposit like 5,000 here, and then go like heavy on it, lose it, and I'll say, okay, I still have money, I deposit that and go hard on it and lose it. But I think what changed was when I started to look at 1 or 2 trades a day, and that was it. Just 1 or 2 trades a day. Sometimes, those trades materialized first thing in the morning, and sometimes had to wait maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours for it to materialize. Oh, Art Cats has been here since day 1. Appreciate it. If the stop loss is tight because if the setup is shown, say 8 pips for a $2,000 account, 2% of the account is $40 by using 0.5 lot. If the stop loss, that's still 2%. I don't know. I think your math is off. 2% of 2,000 is what? $40. Yeah, I think you're overthinking there a lot, man. There's a lot of thinking happening over there. See the 30-minute candle closed on gold? 30-minute candles closed above support. It gets pretty risky to take a sell here.
Mm-hmm. I see GJ move like 1 pip. Oh,
yeah.
No, 2.
Yeah, if GJ's gonna respect this high. Do you still have fear of missing out even after taking 1 or 2 trades a day? Nope. Not at all.
Sometimes do when it doesn't when you when you make a plan and it doesn't materialize in your trading time.
Yeah,
that annoys me. Oh, you weren't in it, so I mean it doesn't matter, but it annoys me sometimes that you set your plan and it's ideal and then later on you're looking like, damn it.
When you cut a trade early and then it heads to the original standard target, that's happened to me on gold. Yeah, that happens too sometimes.
Yeah, that could be annoying, but you close for a reason. That's the thing.
Yeah, because when you close the trade, you're accepting that okay, it can go your way.
Yeah, so that trade's finished then. It doesn't count.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
How's everything going?
Slow.
Slow?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
hey, Rakeel, I was gonna ask you, Rakeel, you see with December coming up, right? I don't think I've lasted before trading like this long. So how's December? Like is it like with like holidays coming up and all of that, like is it just like less trading days but still same opportunities as on like every other day?
Yeah, like I've traded right up till Christmas before.
Yeah.
So it's the same opportunities.
Yeah.
Almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same same behavior, right? In the market, like people buying and selling, right?
Yep.
Just lighter volume normally.
Yeah, I was gonna say I found over the years sometimes you get the odd move that comes out of nowhere, which is
you get some volatility spikes because of the light volume.
But you still have volume, but it's not as big.
I see.
But so the small the smallest volume increase, it can cause a bit of a spike.
That's the bit that kind of can catch you out sometimes, I feel.
I mean, hey, well, I guess we'll find out how it goes.
I normally stop around the 18th or something.
Yeah.
Right. Second week of December.
Yeah, the 15th, 18th. I normally call it and have like a month of just chilling.
GP CAD sells. I don't like it because the 30-minute bearish candle. I mean, this is a great example of forcing a trade. This right here. This is a great example of forcing a trade. So I don't like it because you got support here, you got resistance here. I mean, my rule is I don't trade in a range, So this I wouldn't take this trade. Let's put it that way. What I would do is might have a buy stop at 14700 on GJ.
I actually got back in on the 5 minute at 54.
Nice.
Just to, I mean, I set break even now just in case, but it looked like it was respecting 500, 50, whatever you call it. But I just thought if we can get back to the kind of top of that range, you kind of has 10 pips anyway, so
yeah,
well, near enough. There we go.
Yeah, I think the buys might get activated at.
Yeah. Well, I've got 2 pip profit now, whatever. So that's good.
Nice.
That's a bit of a risky one, but I kind of see it at least getting back to where it was.
Buy stop. 14700.
The only thing that concerned me is that the 30-minute kind of open with a tiny little nipple of a wick at the bottom.
Watched many videos of you and I try to often join the stream this week. I started trading like you do. Oh, 6 trades, 1 loss. Nice. Oh, someone else has a buy stop on New Zealand USD. Perfect. Looks good. Have you sold on GJ? Question mark. I don't know if you can hear the audio here, but
nope.
Yeah, I don't think he can hear audio.
That's ridiculous, man. I just got here like 5 minutes ago and I know what's going on.
I know, right? That's ridiculous.
Come on. Come on. And there's people in the chat saying, like, Jamar is saying he thinks it's a buy. There's just like,
well, I just said
there's no sell anywhere. Nowhere on the screen says sell, bro.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's a buy.
Well, I said I re-entered at 54.
Yeah. But even if he doesn't have audio, you know, is that guy from YouTube?
Yeah, he must be from YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my 10 pips jackpot.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, man. That's me done for that one.
Chris entered the trade all alone by himself and didn't even tell us.
Wow, Chris.
Wow, Chris.
Come on, Chris.
Come on, man.
Sorry,
wow.
How you got to do that to us, man?
Sorry, dude. I was watching 5 minutes.
Oh, man. Still, oh, man. Wow.
Yeah, you know.
I thought we were friends, bro.
Sorry, dude. I should have shouted louder.
God damn.
Shouted louder? Yeah, you just had to speak.
Sorry, man. No, I was just looking at the 5 minute and I just see how it was kind of starting to project at 500 level.
Yeah, you mentioned the 5 minute like 1 minute before you were getting out. Not when it was making the support.
So if you look in the 5 minute, it's pushing up, and I closed.
Yeah, not putting my analysis out there before taking the trade. Let you know when
how do you handle emotions when buy stops gets activated from resistance but decides to drop on the next candle? Well, I just close. I mean, what else can you do? I just close. All right, so 15-minute candle is about to close here. Now this is what's going through my mind. Either I want to let price hit my buy stop, or I'd want to enter here with a stop below the 15-minute candle, expecting the 1 hour candle to continue pushing up. And that volume push up could be from the New York Open as well in 20 minutes. So I'm deciding right now. I got 4 minutes.
That's kind of why I was rushing my trade to get. It was a rush, to be fair. I got in there because of that reason, that when New York opens, there might be a bigger push. I wanted to try and get in early.
Well, you might miss the push, Chris.
Yep.
Yeah, Chris, you should have entered earlier.
That's Is Simon still doing his trading view link?
I sent it.
Oh, did you? I didn't see.
All right, so someone's asking if gold has broken support. Once this candle closes below, I would say to be safe, once the 30-minute candle closes below this area, then you can consider that as broken support. Because if you look left on the 30-minute, this was resistance here, all the way through here. This was support, support, support. And if this candle closes bearish, then you can say gold has broken support. But if this candle doesn't close below this, then gold has not broken support. That's
funny you say that, man. But gold and GJ, while you're looking at it breaking and then you wait, it just continues going and it's gone.
Yeah. What's the reason get the buy stop? Well, Chaturanga Naka. I think the buy stop is with the anticipation if there's going to be a quick move up, it would activate the position and it was going to continue moving up. Which horse to beat today, GJ or Gold? Well, these two horses ran pretty good yesterday and day before yesterday, so I guess today they're just trying to, chill.
I don't know, man. My horse finished.
Chris' horse already made it to the...
Chris had a little pony, it went up and then came down.
Chris had a donkey, not a horse.
Yeah, my donkey just about made.
Yeah. Hey, donkey still won, that's still good.
Yeah, it's all about the snare and the...
Wow, look at that push. Coming down, down, up, down, up.
Wow, the torch guy's he's holding gold buys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've not paid attention to that this week, actually.
I just opened it right now, just to see. Let me see what that guy's saying.
Oh, he moved his stop loss.
Oh.
He moved his stop loss. Wow.
Oh, what further?
I have buy limits at 14.48.
God damn. You know where his stop loss is?
Hmm?
For people who don't know, his stop loss is somewhere over
14.56, right?
Yeah, somewhere over here.
Yeah.
And if this 30-minute candle closes bearish below support, next one is going to come down and take the stop out 100%.
I'll be closing my shit.
Oh, yes. I think he broke the first rule he learned.
Where did he enter then? Did he enter with what? 58?
59.8.
Oh, shit. Good night.
59.88. Oh my God. He entered when it was going to break the top resistance.
Yeah, 60. Oh, that's not good.
Oh my God. He got in at resistance. I mean, if he was trying to hold, I wouldn't have gotten in a one lot.
Yeah, moving stop loss is not good.
The entry was not good either.
Maybe he's meant to press sell.
But I think of that so much sometimes with my own trades, fuck. I should have pressed the opposite button.
Yeah, I used to be like that a lot. Well, I'd watch GJ now, man.
Yeah, I think the buy stops might be getting hit soon.
That was a bit of a jump, but
yeah, a little jump.
I've got a tiniest little wick on 15 minute at the bottom.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the 5 minute.
Yeah, I was watching 5. Yeah,
that was a nice little one, but I find like when prices like this, it seems like it might just be going up.
Mm-hmm.
I think it did touch 700, no?
No.
Oh no, 690 or like 677.
Yeah.
Yeah, the markets are shit today. Ted, how to be safe in fake out? Well, FX Mahesh, I think you should remove the name FX from your name because fake outs are there to fake you out. You don't know if it's a fake out when it happens, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why people have FX in their names so much. Roger,
Maybe marketing strategy.
Which broker do you use for low spreads? I use Trader's Domain. There are two if you look in the description, it says brokers I use. Is your stop loss on your buy stop below the current 15-minute candle? No, actually, the stop on the buy stop, I'll be monitoring it, you know. So I think because when you place a buy stop and a sell stop, you're anticipating a quick move, you know. So when you look at pairs like GJ, Gold, or GP Cat, these are very, very high. These pairs can get very volatile. You know, there's a lot of volume in these pairs. So when you have pending orders, you're expecting price to just quickly, you know, take those positions in profits. That's how I see the pending order. So if I have a buy stop, I would expect a quick move up. Activate the buy stop, go up, profits, and close. You know, if I see that the position gets activated and price starts to, you know, go down, it starts like kind of like a range, then I'm probably going to close that trade. Raja, why do you ignore me today? Oh, because you haven't asked a good question. I don't ignore anyone. EJ is also ranging here. God damn. Is there any point to trade during Thanksgiving tomorrow in the US? Do other currency pairs still move? I think it's going to be a bad idea to trade tomorrow because there's the USD bank holiday. You know, so there's tomorrow I'm going to take off. You know, it's going to be off day tomorrow. It's Thanksgiving, you know, nothing's going to happen. Even, you know, I mean, the volume could be pretty low today too.
Okay, the London session tomorrow, Roger.
Yeah, I'll try to trade the London session tomorrow. Oh, I just saw something I can't unsee. We got 900 and almost 100 here, almost like 1,000 people here watching consolidation.
I only got 106 likes though, man.
That's okay.
I need to be liking.
What's volume? Volume is like fuel.
How do I get on the stream on YouTube?
How?
It's a joke. I'm gonna go give you a like even though I'm on the Zoom.
I was just about to say banned.
I was like, what? Well, this 30-minute candle is about to close bullish in an uptrend. Do I want to enter and have a stop below the 30-minute candle, or do I want to keep my buy stop? That's what's running through my mind.
I think 500 level's pretty safe at the minute.
Yeah.
Below that, I don't know, that's 12 pips for you from now, isn't it? Yeah, 12. Yeah, it's probably a bit much.
7.
Oh, is it 7? Yeah.
Oh, he's saying 500.
500.
Oh, no.
That's too much, I think.
Taking its time.
I tell you what, that new chakra indicator's the one.
Ooh, which one's that?
I don't know why my chart code keeps getting deleted. Oh, I'm not sure. How to identify a fake out? You cannot identify a fake out. You can only see a fake out once it already happened, you know. So if you get faked out, well, you get faked out. Like I got faked out. That's very normal. Man, this is painful. There's like 8 minutes left for the hour to close. I'm gonna go get some coffee here.
Yeah. It doesn't like that 650 level.
42 minggu sebesar semangka.
Topiknya.
All right. Looks like it's coming closer and closer.
Nothing's moving.
Nothing.
Literally nothing. No volume whatsoever.
It's like half a pip at a time. That's not good.
It's slowly, slowly going.
Yeah.
What are you guys in GJ buys?
No.
I'm still in. I've just got a runner, but I'm not sure.
I have a buy stop at 14700.
No. If you got in at 140.50, that's nice.
Yeah, 54.
Cool.
But I just
DJ 15 minute looks good. It looks like it's going to close about.
Raja, why not trade London? Because I'm sleeping at that time. Oh, we got Iron Man. Hello, Iron Man. There we go. The hour closed.
Yep. Now.
Hour closed like a nothing candle.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
What a shitty candle in 1 hour.
Yeah.
Now, do you, in that respect, would you disregard that, or
Yes.
you just kind of say, well, it did nothing really?
Yeah, so I'm basing this off of the 30-minute here.
Yeah.
Let's go, GJ.
Yeah.
Oh shit! My buy stop is gonna get activated.
Have a little consolidation and smash out would be lovely.
Yeah, it hasn't activated yet. Coming close. Nice. Gold closed below support. This increases the probability of this next candle to continue moving down in gold.
There's no wick on that either, is there? Top?
Nope.
No.
Fascinating.
Yes. You normally get some sort of movement now, this time.
Yeah.
Gold. It's doing nothing.
Yeah, like before the hour or something at least.
Literally, no. 1 o'clock here. So what's that? Eight there. I mean, it should be doing something. It's just not doing anything.
Yeah, normally between now and 1:15, you get some kind of jump.
Is the news in 30 minutes? Oh, yeah, 28 minutes.
People with
I was going to say it's
money
probably
yesterday.
waiting for the news.
Might just be a slow week this week.
I don't think anything's changed, man. People are still trying to make money. You know, still people losing, still people greedy, blah, blah, blah. Nothing's changing.
Man, someone just messaged me saying, I want to join your boot camp in Chicago.
Are you serious, man?
I can't even make this up. I'm not even joking.
On Instagram?
On Instagram.
Oh my god, man. Oh my god.
I deleted the message. I mean, that's just started to kill my brain cells. I'm like, what?
Very poor analysis. That's not good. You mentioned last night, you said you're going to do one in Toronto next year? In the morning? In the morning. In January. Oh, did that catch your buy start?
Nope.
That must have been close, that one.
Came pretty close, but it didn't activate it.
So how many boot camps are you planning for next year? Have you got a plan already, or?
I have no idea.
No.
I've never done long-term planning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I go with the flow, you know.
Oh yeah.
Have you made any progress with Black Bull?
Not yet. Haven't had the time. Like, I'm so busy.
Bro, you eating corn?
What's that?
You eating corn?
Yeah, I'm eating corn.
I knew you were.
Yeah.
I knew you couldn't finish that whole tin last night.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That's a big tin.
Yeah. Alright, someone sent a chart here in this ranging market. What's this? GU. Retesting previous highs, relatively clean. Well, this clean move doesn't really matter right now. Above here it would matter. I start using my algorithm based on indicators, which helps confirm my analysis.
Yes. The chakras have paid off, Rakeel. Look at gold.
Oh.
Shit, nice.
Yeah, nice, man.
I am out.
You were lucky that 30-minute candle closed bearish.
Yeah, that was a chakra trade, for real.
Yeah.
I don't look at once. So if I make my analysis on the 1 hour, I don't flick to any other thing. I just set it and forget it. I'm either wrong or I'm right.
Nice one. That's a very good trade.
Yeah, it's a nice catch.
Oh, the torch guy hit stopped last.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Poor guy.
Exactly what you said, Rakeel. Holy shit! I should have sold.
He's
Isn't that a student as well?
Yeah, he's a QBank's student. Doesn't look good, man. Doesn't look good at all.
He's gonna be getting a slap later.
Doesn't look good at all. He's selling when he's buying when candles are going bearish.
And a super mistake of moving your stop loss, man.
Yeah. Oh, big mistake in moving stops.
That's not good. I'd never do that.
You see, he like went from 0.5 lot to 1 lot. So I think his emotions kind of came in, and he's like, he couldn't press the close button.
Yeah.
You know.
He's trading what he thinks, not what he sees.
Yes, the hopes and dreams situation.
Ooh, a lot of people caught these gold sells here on the stream.
That's nice.
Telling you, man, I got buy limits at 1448. Hopefully it goes.
Ooh, Vincent also caught the gold cells.
Hey, Vincent, you were silent the whole time, huh?
Yeah, I had to do my own thing sometime,
Vincent also sold silently.
Yeah,
that's not an excuse for someone to say.
Wow. See,
hey, Vincent.
See, Samson, Ryan is our only friend over here. Ryan was the only one who said chakras are saying it's going to go down, mate.
Hey, you said it. If this 30-minute closes below,
Oh yeah, I said that too.
Yeah.
Simon done the worst one. That was like a 60-pip movie, didn't mention last week.
I sent the thing to the group chat. Analysis.
Yeah, I've seen that analysis.
Yeah, I haven't got the same chakras though. That's the thing.
This,
I weren't feeling it.
if someone sent this analysis in the YouTube chat, they'd get roasted. Wait, I'll show you. I'll show you Ryan's analysis.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's Ryan's analysis right there.
Oh, we got clean candles to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my defense, I do send a full analysis in the morning.
Yes.
Alex P. Good
What-
eye.
What they're expecting here? They're expecting good news for the durable goods. They're expecting good news for durable good orders. They're expecting same. Okay, if the news comes out good, gold's going to drop further then. Perfect.
Yeah, drop them buys.
This could be the catalyst we've been waiting for to break that 1455 area.
Nah,
Like
man.
a good break.
Yeah, I think it should continue dropping because the 4 hour has also broken below. 1 hour has broken below 1458.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it should retest the 1445 on the daily. So you just want a daily to close under 1455.
GJ.
It'd be nice to see the 15-minute flip on GJ. That look quite nice with them wicks, the way they're forming.
Looks like gold's gonna drop hard.
Yeah, gold's going to drop high.
Drop hard.
Oh, yeah.
Hard, not high, man.
How
Yeah.
can it drop high?
Oh, sorry, you couldn't understand the accent.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry.
He's speaking Chinese, not English.
No, I like how Raja mimic Ninad.
What happened, bro? Okay. What are you talking about, Ninad?
Oh, Ninad, you're here, man.
Yeah, Ninad's here, bro.
We missed you, bro.
Ninad, tell me something.
Why did you leave?
1455. Yeah, 14. It can go to 1455. There's news coming in soon. I think it's going to continue moving down.
Yeah, you also have clean price, space on the way down.
Clean space here going all the way down.
Yeah, bro.
What I might start to look for, if gold starts to spike up towards 1458, 1457.80, I might take sells and take that spike up as like a retest. To continue falling down.
Good idea.
Yeah, that'll be a little risky, but let's see what happens. But 1455 looks good.
Looks like it's going to hit 1455 before the news.
Yeah. It's got some momentum now.
So I'm expecting to hit the 1454 prior news.
Yeah, well, that's 1455, 1454 is where I was looking to buy. So
yeah,
let's see if this is like I said, move down and then it's going to push all the way back up on the news.
I'm saying holding my sell. Let's see. I'm a break even.
Yeah, where'd you get in?
I got in 1458.03.
Oh, nice.
There you go. Just keep dropping gold, please.
What's that with that news?
Please, me.
Could go further than that.
Ooh, GG's flipping.
I thought if you had it on 15, if that was able to flip, it would have been a nice wick formation, but not sure. A minute. Kind of just stalling out the same level.
Isn't there support at 1455.77? There's a support at 1455. Not 77.
I would love if gold come here. This area right here.
Hey Raj, I sent you my trade in Slack.
Slack. So you can make me open Slack now. One sec.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, nice. You got cells on GPUD.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very nice.
Follow my rules.
I think the stop you could put above the previous 30-minute candle.
Yeah, just lower my risk.
Yeah, nice. Morning, Raja. How is CAD news going to affect GJ? Michael Curtin, I think you need to go to berrypips.com and you need to study on correlation of pairs. How will CAD affect GJ? Doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god.
You have USD CAD, no, CAD, and then you have GPJPY. CAD has no correlation with GPJPY, so let's leave it at that. Okay. If the buy stop gets activated on GJ, should that wick to the fill, isn't it? Yeah, that's the idea. I mean, I want a swift move up, like boom, go straight through the buy stop.
The 4-hour wick, or the, sorry, I'm not even looking at the stream. Oh, that wick, okay.
This 30 minutes. News is gonna come out good, and gold is gonna dump. Gold is gonna go boom boom.
Boom boom. Gold is gonna die, man.
It's gonna go like this.
So nice, man. Space. You have no traffic.
Yeah, no traffic. News is expected to be good. I mean, if someone's in sales, man, you should be putting your stops at break even on gold and securing profits.
Yeah, for real.
Exactly.
Chris, you're short on gold.
Nah, man. No, I ain't touched gold at all. Not at the minute.
Okay.
No, I'm still holding that runner, which I'm trying to be quiet about on GJ.
You're long.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the one I should have shouted a bit louder to you all. But it's starting to look a little bit better on the 5 minute now. Some heavier wicks to the downside.
Yeah, I think gold was the trade of the morning here.
Mm-hmm. Did a retest too.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up?
Good morning. Oh, Black Box in the house. How you doing? Oh,
Doing pretty well this morning.
Man, sounds like a sound like a robot.
Bear with me, I got to get my mic set up here.
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Take your time.
I wonder how many people are in sales on gold right now.
Ooh, Alex is in sales. He had a nice entry, 14.59.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I just exited.
Yeah, good work.
I don't know why some people in the YouTube chat are saying gold is going to go up when it's heading down.
You know.
Interesting.
Down to go up.
Yeah, down to go up. Oh, 14.55 is coming on the dot.
Yeah.
Looks like that magic candle is going to come before the news.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Gold.
Gold.
What? Go to shit. Sir, I called gold sell stops. Can you tag me on Insta? I don't know you.
Oh my god, what is wrong with these people, man?
Right, okay, man. I've watched GJ.
Oh, GJ.
Right.
Here goes GJ.
You had 3 really good lower wicks on the 5 minute.
Oh.
And it's closed above like a mini support.
It almost tapped.
Yeah.
Close gold up.
GJ is gonna flick around for the news though.
Yeah.
Gold is gonna go up a little bit now. Prior news.
The only problem I have with GJ is that with the news, it might The spread might widen and activate the buy stop, so I'm keeping an eye on that.
Yeah, it's really close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last little push must have nearly opened it.
Simon, you gold buys, right?
Fucking missed it. It literally
Oh,
didn't.
no way.
I wanted it. I wanted it like how many more pips? Like 3 pips lower. Fuck.
This is a text book move, man.
Yeah.
Prior news is pushing all the way back.
I said it, didn't I? I said it earlier. That's what I was waiting for. But
Got
I just
my
wanted it
entry
to come
That's
a little
twice
bit
that.
lower.
It was the same. Just
I closed out 1455.7 my sells, and now I'm in buys 1455.77.
Yeah, nice. And you can get those stops to break even before the news.
Yeah,
hopefully.
right now. Yeah, I'm at break even.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's well done.
But I'm expecting a pullback towards the previous support.
Yep.
At least previous support. Take profit is 1458 now.
Owning that today.
You know what? I'm gonna run my take profit even to 1459. I think we can get into that previous range.
Yeah, I mean, if this data is bad, it should break through that no problem.
Break even. Bah.
EJ looks like it did a fake out. Looks like it's going to head up.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a beautiful wick for fake out.
Yeah, man.
Jamar got some news for us.
I just watched your buy stops on GJ, man, because it's forming pretty nice on 5 minutes just to jump up a bit. Oh shit, nearly. That was close.
Only one way to go from here. $30 huh? Sleep.
I'm about to close my scalping buys on gold. They're gonna open the spread, and when the order get activated, even with the stop or break even, maybe I'm gonna get slipped.
Yeah, good idea, bro. Good idea.
Yeah.
Safe than sorry.
Fuel that bag.
Yeah.
You got 2 bags.
My my buy stop got activated.
Oh, really?
I'll just say watch it.
You didn't move the buy stop?
No,
We
I think
are
it's
in it.
Oh.
I think it's on the last 15 minutes the way it's formed on the 5 minutes. Worked out pretty.
Buy stop got activated.
With that wick, I think you could move pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that news doesn't make any kind of jumping about, but that shouldn't really affect it. But
Let's go. Let's go.
yeah, come on. Yeah, come on, DJ, let's fly. Go, 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 go.
Gonna do something stupid here. I'm gonna sell gold now and I'm gonna buy UJ.
Ooh, shit. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm glad I did something stupid.
It kind of gapped.
Yeah, go on, GJ. Get some.
Gold.
Let's
gold
go,
also
UJ.
dropped.
Let's go, gold.
Yep.
Another trade brought to you by the courtesy of Coca-Cola.
Click some light.
Oh, look, that magic candle is working on gold.
Yeah, well, that's exactly.
That magic candle.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Oh, look at that.
You called it,
move.
Rakeel. You called it.
Target,
Magic
baby.
candle.
Fuck you, Candle. Man.
I closed GJ here at break even. I don't like this buys. I closed it.
You should stay on GJ buys.
But gold was nice.
Right now I'm on
Gold
gold
was perfect,
gold
man.
sells, UJ buys.
Beautiful.
Stop loss of break even.
Look at that. Exactly the way we drew it.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's a good highlight. That's a good highlight.
Great call, Rakeel.
Thank you so much, Raja. Appreciate it, buddy.
Oh, I didn't do anything. It was just the market. It saw us. drawing the
Nah,
magic
but
candle.
you give me the extra confirmation to take my positions. Appreciate it.
All the news was better than expected. I think that's probably what pushed gold down.
Okay, YouTubers, if you like what you're seeing now, hit the like button.
Yeah, if you like what you see, just hit the like button. Give that thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Testing,
Hey.
testing.
Testing.
We milk gold up and down, up and down. Wow, beautiful trade, man. That's how you know that wigs don't lie. I was expecting this wig to get covered.
Yep.
Even mark that out first. Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Everybody caught that, eh?
Morning, Ted.
Morning. I've been around. I've just been on phone calls. I just didn't trust my analysis.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't tell me that, Ted.
Well, yeah, just no. I was in from. I got in my entry this morning. I was in at 14:58.
Oh no.
The daily. Stupid people here again. Everybody keeps saying that gold and GJ don't correlate. No.
Too early for that.
God, it's just Bertrand TV. Go watch TV. Fuck. It's not the pairs that correlate. It's the safe havens that correlate. So you're not looking at XAU USD. You're looking at XAU GBP. That's what you have to look at. So if you look at gold, the pound gold right now, it's going down because GBP, JPY is going up. So all you have to do is open up XAU. Here, I'll give you this call sign so that you can go. XAU is correlated with GBP, JPY. XAU USD is correlated with USD, JPY. Gold is correlated. There you go. So happy days. But yeah, that drop was expected into that liquidity zone. The reason being is we talked about this yesterday. If you look at the daily candle yesterday, it was a fake out, and we talked about that in yesterday's stream, that what was happening, it would go up and pull back a bit. And if you look at the daily candle, this was a huge fake out. So if you now take a look at this area here and find an area like that on your charts, on the smaller time frames, you'll see what will happen next. Raja, if you go up a little bit higher over to here. If he goes
higher
up
over
a little
here?
bit. Yeah. There, this is what is expected now. So maybe not to the same degree, but this candle here was your fake out, then the continuation. So this candle here was the fake out. The key to understanding that was we did not get any movement past this area up here. So once we failed to break this area here, we were dropping. So people who bought gold, I'm sorry to say, but that wasn't a smart move. It wasn't necessarily a smart move to sell gold either, because really we didn't have confirmation. But if you went with the overall bias and you turned around and said, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sells and 1 buy, you can then turn around and say probability dictates we're going to have probably another sell before we're going to have another buy. So that's how you had been able to catch this if you looked at that and then work your way through the smaller time frames. And obviously once we broke this major support, we were heading back down basically into this liquidity area here. So that's how you would have figured that out. People buying gold, that's a stupid mistake, because essentially here, this candle, this fake out candle, really, it didn't give us enough information to say that we were going to buy. I would have waited if we were going to buy for moves above here into this region here. That would have been the case for the buy. Providing we don't break this area here, that's an automatic sell for the most part if you trade gold regularly. So it's just, yeah, the torch will have to be passed again. So if you sold gold, congratulations, you made some money. If you bought gold, congratulations, you're in drawdown.
If you're Kerwin, congratulations on milking the market.
Yeah, Kerwin.
Yeah, man. It's like, we have seen these moves over and over again. News, they retrace then when the news is going to be released, and then they continue the real when the news came out.
Yeah, you saw the 2 5-minute candles that went bullish for no reason. And then you're like, yep, we're selling.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. Congratulations to everybody who took that trade.
Now Trump can save gold from digging deeper. Thinking about the trade deal.
Yeah, that's right. The trade tariffs. do people understand when they're looking at trading the ideas? I mean, here's a perfect example of mirror candles, right? So this area here and this area here. So once you have these breaks over here, this is a perfect setup, because if you look, this is your 30-minute candles. This 30-minute candle breaks down, right? So you have liquidity from up over here. When it breaks, the initial 30-minute candle, you can either play it to this level here, take a small grab, or say, hey, I'm going to try and go for this area over here. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to mirror the previous move, right? Essentially, you just have algorithms running the market, right? So the algorithms are trading the same style. They're just going up and down and just moving the market. You can see it as clear as day. I think people overanalyze and overthink the market, and it's not. It's, you know, the biggest thing here is when you look at this trade. I left the trade early myself because I wasn't confident in my analysis, and I should have been, because I've seen it 100 times. But there was news coming up, and I didn't want to get involved in the news. But you could see here, you know, you have nice easy grabs, and when you look at it, let's do analysis. This is the New York market open, and then this is the secondary push for the New York market open, right? So the New York market open, you could jump into your 15-minute and your 5-minute time frames, and you can easily pull out a trade on that market push. And then, you know, what you have to do is you have to say, okay, when this candle here pulls back on the 30-minute, do I expect a wick fill? If I do, then I can place an order right over here or right over here and get a fill, and then I know my target is coming right over here. Because what we're trying to say is, we're trying to say that this candle that forms over here will finish off this move here. We're not worried, and this is where people get confused. We're not worried about this. So don't get caught up in the hype with this stuff over here. Reason being is because that information did not translate over to here, right? So you don't have any of that information here. So really what you should be focused on is the fact that you have a clear path in this area here. You have a clear path, and more importantly, when we dive into it a little bit more closely, we have rejections all over in this area here. So when you look at what you're doing and the executions of your trading, you can turn around and say, okay, this is probably going to be my safest spot to take trade, like to take profit. More than likely, as the market continues to move, we'll probably go down further into that liquidity. But I have to be aware, once we get into this liquidity area, that there could be a spot where the market is going to maybe shift directions. And that's what you're doing. But then you're managing your trades effectively, right? So if I turned around and took a trade over here, you know, now my stop loss is over here. I have essentially this amount of range. I have this amount of range that's already locked in, right? So I had a risk-free trade because there was no drawdown, and now I'm just looking to see if I can get it to extend a little bit longer. And then the question here is, Ted, with the momentum on gold now, do you think it can fill that bottom wick? Well, this is where you have a scenario that you have to use a judgment call. Can it fill the bottom wick? It makes sense that it should come down to that area, but what you may find is, as we close this hour, because we just tapped that red zone that I mapped out, you might find we tap up a bit more, and then we continue to pull down a little bit with the continued push. But my fear is, when you come into that liquidity area here, where do you exit? Unless you're going to hold all the way through, and you hope that this daily candle now pushes all the way through that level. You may find that this is the scenario that happens afterwards, that maybe this pulls back over here, and then you get this move here. So what will happen is you have this this candle. Sorry, it's not a good top of the candle, but you sort of get what I mean. So this will come back, and what you're looking at is it'll probably come back, tap this area here. This area here will probably still stay open. So what you might find is you're going to see this. You're going to see this area here is still going to be open after the hour close. So this candle will pull all the way back. Keep that liquidity area open because we just initially tapped it. Then your next hourly candle either is going to move up and then down, or it's going to just create a wick and go down right away. Now, if it does one of these candles again, so if we get another candle where all that happens is there's no top wick and we just get a push right here, that's where I would be concerned that as we enter this area over here, that this candle then starts to reject again. Similar to the way this candle rejected over here, similar to the way this candle rejected over here. So that is how I would play that out if I was looking to take additional trades. I had GJ buys and gold sells like everybody else, so I'm good for the day. But that's how you would anticipate this move, and that's what you would look at as we go further deeper into this zone. Obviously, it's still early. It's only 8:45, so we still have the New York market open, the New York Stock Exchange, and so you just have to wait to see how that pans out. My biggest issue overall in the way that this is set up is when you look at the daily candles. I don't feel comfortable on the way the daily candles have set up. Sorry, this daily candle may drive all the way through, or it may pull back similar to yesterday's daily candle. So it's just a matter of managing your trade accordingly. Would I be upset if this continues to move down to like 1449? Not really, because then when you look at your weekly candle's basically now dropped all the way down, and we're starting to make a bigger move all the way through. The problem is once we get to like 1439, 1440, we're in a big consolidation range on the weekly, so we just have to be aware of that.
Where did you take your GJ buys, just for comparison, mate?
Oh yeah, I took GJ buys at. I went through a mess. I was in at 146, 620.
620, yeah.
Yeah, because I had a support there at resistance or support turn or resistance turn support at 140, 620.
Yeah.
And the way that the previous hour closed. It rejected that level again.
Yeah.
So it's just more of taking a buy up there.
Were you looking at on the 5? Were you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 5 minute. And then I just went up to. I basically went up to like 700, and that was it.
Yeah.
Didn't do much.
Yeah.
Can we see Ted's charts? Well, Ted usually marks up these charts, which are similar to his. So. When I do my Instagram live, I usually show my charts and what I marked up.
Well, I think that the move for today was the gold sells. That was about it.
Yeah.
Everything just ranged.
And we knew if they break that range, the move is gonna be like huge move.
With GJ?
Yeah, with GJ and gold. You remember last night you were telling me about the putting aside $1,000 and place order outside the range.
Yeah.
The 4 hour.
Yeah.
On GJ. So
yeah.
what I did is apply the same thought that you have, and I apply it on the 30 minute on GJ. So I placed my buy stop at 140 42. So that order got activated. I think was prior London or a London session. So when I woke up, the order was activated and wasn't like 10 pips in profit already. Because once they break those ranges, it's really rare that they're gonna retest the range.
Oh yeah.
So basically, that's how I took the buy stop on GJ last night.
Nice.
In order, and I knew that if they break that range, they're not coming back unless it's a fake out. That's why my buy stop was like 15 pips above the resistance.
Yeah, that was a good entry.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
This is all a bit fishy though. Like that was strong US data. Why is gold not slamming down?
I think it's waiting for the New York Stock Exchange open.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not convinced. Let's see.
Yeah, and then you have a Chicago PMI later on.
Wow.
The issue too is we're in a strong liquidity area. It's a very, very strong liquidity area. When you look on the daily, we've tapped into this liquidity. It's going to take a lot of push to get through this, because essentially on the daily we have to break 1445, and I think there's a lot of liquidity grabbing going on right now in this area to start that descent if we are going bearish. I think you're going to find that because it's this huge area here. So let me map it out. This huge area here on the daily, because we're tapping into it, I think that we need some more orders in this candle, in this current daily candle, so that we can drive through it. So I think you might find the move. I mean, tomorrow's a holiday too, so that might also explain the reason for the volume slowing down. It's just I think that you might maybe get the move on the Friday unexpectedly. It might just drive through.
Yeah, I mean, we've just had like positive GDP, goods, jobs, and it hasn't moved.
Yeah, it's
like you said, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow. Fuck, is everyone on holiday today as well? I don't know. It's just I don't like
the Americans celebrate Thanksgiving for like 10 days or 12 days. I mean, they eat and eat and eat, and they start on what? It's true. Ask Kerwin. He's already got his barbecue on.
Well, yeah. No, that's true, man.
Yeah. When I used to work at the firm I was working in the U.S. division, Wednesday was just basically a null day. People were just setting up for Thursday to watch football all day, because that's what Americans do on tomorrow on Thanksgiving, is just watch football the entire day.
Oh, so really? There's football on.
Yeah. So if you're not a football fan, like, keep the TV off, because I think there's both the NCAA games and then there's also the NFL games at the same time. So. Jim Gaffigan says it the best. He said we made a holiday and we couldn't figure out the names of food, so we called it stuffing. That was one of the.
Yeah.
That was.
And then on Monday you are like 10 pounds more.
Yeah, he said, that's what he said in his joke. He said we couldn't figure out what we needed to do, and then he said something about the turkey, and he's like, we looked at the turkey and we wanted to kill it, and we said, oh, and now we're gonna stick stuff up your ass. Yeah, gold should continue down. I think if you're still in gold, I think you're okay, as long as it doesn't break above 1455. But I suspect the hourly may have another test up, like there might be a wick up before we move down, because it's not breaking into that new liquidity area. Ideally, you would want to break it into here, but it's still holding that liquidity area, so just be aware. Yeah, so Nadine has actually been really smart in the group chats here on the live feed on the YouTube feed. I've watched her for the last 2.5 weeks. She's a very good trader. She actually knows what she's doing. And I think she comes here just to laugh at everybody. But I think also because she's a female, she wants to laugh at us even more. But yeah, she's always spot on with sort of her analysis. So it means there's going to be low volatility tomorrow. Well, yeah, it's a bank holiday, so you're not going to get the moves in the New York session that we got today. I mean, there'll still be movements, but it's not going to be as prevalent as it would be if there was somebody there. So it just
probably similar than when it's over the Christmas period.
Yeah. I mean, like people, there's always that argument of people like, when do you stop trading? I've always used the mentality of, when do the rich people go on vacation? And that's when and that's when I stop trading, right? I mean, the rich people aren't going to be trading up until Christmas Day. Obviously, the markets are going to move, but there is I don't feel comfortable. And I mean, if you've worked all year, like, give yourself a break. Like, enjoy the holidays now. Like, I mean, you take December off, or you come back in January refreshed. I use the month off. I take, like, from the December 15th to January 15th. I use that month off to refresh, to like retrain my brain, get comfortable, relax, and enjoy myself. Because I mean, you've been working every day for the last year for the most part, other than like small breaks here and there. And it's like, enjoy the holidays, take the break. Like, you're not going to miss much. Like last year, there was a flash crash, we're crying out loud, that blew people's accounts. So
it's right, just 3-4 week off. I'll wait till the middle of January until I kind of get back to it.
Yeah, go visit people, enjoy things, talk to people.
Go up, come down, go up, come down. Yeah, maybe we should see this. Man, GJ's been all over the place since morning.
Yeah, it kind of has been quite smooth the last few days, at least. Apart from the one big move out. The way this hour candle's finishing, that's quite nice.
How to deal with emotions. Advice on emotions? Yeah, get a job and treat trading as a hobby. It's a very easy thing to do. Is if you have no pressure to trade, then trading becomes fun. But people make pressure on themselves because they think they need to make money every day. So if you treat this as a hobby and just enjoy it, you'll be fine. Ultimately, people who trade, for the most part, aren't trading for the right reasons. They're trading because they want to make money, instead of just putting themselves in a position to take what the market gives them. And the fact that you're emotional is because you have internal problems with yourself, and they're being magnified on the charts. There's no such thing as trading psychology. There's no such thing as having no emotions to trading. It's having no emotions and understanding what you're doing. If you look at the example I give all the time, is if you are sitting down right now, just stand up, right? You can just stand up without thinking. There's no emotions to stand up. You don't start crying or get excited when you stand up. You just stand up. Now, do you get excited when a baby stands up for the first time? A baby starts walking for the first time? Of course, because they've never done it before. But as they get better at it and more proficient, you're not cheering them on every single time they stand up. There's no emotions anymore, right? So now when you bring that to trading, the first couple of times you take trades, you're emotional because you don't know what to expect. As you trade more and you gain more experience, suddenly the emotions are gone because you know what to expect. And that's the problem, is people who are trading don't know what to expect, so they get emotions. They have fear, they get envy, they get greed, they get, you know, all those big emotions because of the fact that they're not experienced enough. When you become experienced with this, this becomes fun. This is just part of the day. And people don't understand that. They over leverage themselves. They take too much risk. They feel that they have to trade. They feel compelled to open the charts all the time because you feel as though you're going to miss out on something. And the reason why you feel as though you're going to miss out on something is because you have a issue inside of your head with what you're trying to achieve, and you're using trading as a vehicle to achieve that. So everybody is treating trading as a way of creating financial freedom. And the problem becomes you put so much emotion into financial freedom that when you start trading, when you start losing or you're not progressing, you start to get stressed out. And that's where your emotions come, because your emotions now are coming from the fact that this was supposed to give you financial freedom, and this is the only thing that you have as hope to get you to where you need to be. And because of that, this is where all your emotions come in on the charts, on when you execute trades, on how you execute trades. If you turned around as a trader and you had a good job and you were working full time and you were treating this as a hobby, you would find that trading would be exciting. It'd be fun. You wouldn't be worried about a win or a loss because you'd be more worried about the process. And I think the majority of people need to understand that, and they don't actually look at trading as a hobby. They look at it as a means to an end. And that means to an end, when it stops, when it doesn't go the right way, or it doesn't happen the way you think it's going to happen, you start to get worried and you start to panic instead of just accepting what's happening. And I think once you start accepting what's happening, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable as a trader, and you won't have emotions in trading. And anyone who tells you that you should just think positive thoughts, or, you know, use the laws of attraction, or, you know, all that other crap, is smoking more drugs than your best friend, because that doesn't make any sense at all. There's no logical sense to that. And people who tell you that, that's usually the trading psychology course that you get when you speak to a mentor. They're going to turn around and say, wake up and make sure you have a positive mindset, right? That's the first thing that people say when they turn around and they talk about market psychology, right? They turn around and they say, the first thing, ask any trader for the most part about market psychology, and what they'll turn around and tell you is, well, make sure you have a positive mindset and make sure you set clear goals, right? That's the first thing they say. That's totally irrelevant. That's irrelevant to trading psychology. The relevancy behind trading psychology is understanding who you are as a person and why you're doing what you're doing and what the triggers are. If you only have $10 to your name, you're going to be worried about buying a Big Mac meal at McDonald's for $9.95, right? Because you're only going to be left with a nickel. So that's going to worry you, and you're going to have to figure out another way to eat. When you have $100 in your pocket, you're not really necessarily worried about buying a Big Mac combo at McDonald's because you still have money left over. It's the same thing when it comes to trading. If you are struggling financially already and you're trying to trade and now you're losing money trading, your emotions are going to be even worse because now what you thought was supposed to bring you money and supposed to bring you more opportunity and financial freedom is taking more money away from you. So that is the biggest problem with traders, and that is psychology. It's psychology understanding why you're doing what you're doing and understanding how to control the emotions surrounding what you're doing, right? If you want to have more money, you need to go get a job. That security of having a job and getting money will allow you to place trades with a little less worry because now you're like, hey, at the end of the day, I know I'm still getting a paycheck somewhere, so I'm okay if I take a loss today. As you grow as a trader, your hobby then becomes your job. And then you say, hey, I've made enough money trading that I can offset my current income at my job, right? Some people like myself, I kept my job because it brought stability to my life. And I enjoyed going into the office knowing that I didn't have any stress because I had another form of income. And I was able to excel at my job where I wasn't worried about things. As you get better as a trader, that's what you're going to find. You're going to have that opportunity. And that's what you want to do for yourself is you want to put yourself in a position to constantly win. And we just watched gold drop like crazy. Nice. That was good. 15-minute fake out and dropped into liquidity, just as expected. So if you go into your hour charts, the hour candle, you will see exactly what we just talked about. So there you go. Now I will have this runner run.
When you're in your liquidity zones, Ted, that you mark up, for example, do you find that it moves through there a lot slower?
Not necessarily. It does impulse moves like it's doing right now. It's going to drive right through this very fast.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's a major zone. So when you start looking at your major zones, the major zones move faster.
Yep.
And because if you saw this on like the 5-minute candle just ripped right through that whole area, right? And that's what we were expecting. So. But yeah, so I mean that's the thing with what happened. And if you look at gold right now on the 15-minute, you can see exactly where the fake out was. When Raja comes back, the fake out was right over here.
Yeah.
Right? Because what was happening, it didn't make sense, but what was the last 15-minute candle? The last 15-minute candle was the pullback for the end of the hour. And what did we get? The hour continuation in the next 15-minute candle. And what did we do? We filled that whole wick on the hourly, right? Exactly what we just talked about. Wow, I was actually spot on. I was watching the 5-minute, but I was literally spot
as
on.
always, man. As
No,
always.
but this was scary because I actually called that this candle would finish where the other candle finished, and then it would fill that wick, and it did.
Yeah.
I just watched the 5-minute candle and enjoyed that aspect of it.
No, that's good.
Yeah, so that's good.
So you can trust your analysis today. You're all right.
Yeah. No, today was a better day for me.
Yeah.
No, that's good. But yeah, but then that's the thing. So now you're looking at the way the candle's pulling back. I'm probably going to get stopped out of this position, but I'm okay with that because I grabbed the other position. Wow, that was a nice move.
That was good.
All right. I'm
done for the day.
Yeah. Can we watch Ted's charts? Paul, I explained to you that we don't have to watch my charts because they're marked up exactly the way this is marked up. So if rakeel goes to the hour chart, we will examine exactly what we talked about 5 seconds ago. So this had the pullback. This pullback matched this candle here. You had this wick up at the top. You place your order here, fill that wick there, trade. Stop loss is that small part. Take profit is this part. Tapped into this liquidity. Move your stop loss over here, wherever you want, and now you can let the trade do whatever it does. So there you go.
Yeah. Nice.
Would it make sense to enter on M wick fill at this candle close? Well, once again, here's Saf, here's the issue. You are late to the party again, because this is a fresh hourly candle, and you know that we have momentum from this hourly candle. So you're looking to catch the momentum. And what do we say? Wicks get filled in momentum. This is your momentum. So we know for the most part at a high probability that if I place an order here, it's going to get filled. What happens afterwards, because now we're tapped into this big liquidity area, we don't know. That is now, you're playing with fire at this point. Okay? And that's what you have to understand. And this is the mistakes people make trading, right? Is this right here was our target. This area was our target. So if we turn around and map this out, this area was our target, right? Because it matches up with this area over here. But more importantly, this is wick fill, right? Your target is only to the bottom of this area here. The fact that it goes deeper is great. So, you know, you went to over here, you got a little bit more. You can see now, when you look at this trade and how it was developed, there is your, this over here is your stop loss, this area over here, and then this is your take profit, and this is your stop loss. So you can see the risk to reward that you have there. You're not, and this is the mistake people make, is you're not trying to say, I need X amount of pips, I need X amount of this. What you're saying to yourself is, there is going to be a trade opportunity right over here. How can I get a proper risks to reward to get that trade opportunity? And where is going to be my target? So my target is going to be this wick fill. And I can already see as this pulls back that this wick is going to drop a bit more, and that's going to give me the opportunity to do that. So how do you identify liquidity pockets? Well, what you do is you turn around and you look and you say, where is there a point? And we talked about this on yesterday on the stream, ZM. If you go on yesterday's stream, we did a whole illustration talking about the pool that Timmy jumps into. This is the pool that Timmy is jumping into right now, because what we can see is Timmy has the depth of the pool. We go all the way to here with Timmy, because this wick rejected and the next candle went all the way up. This rejected and this candle went all the way back up. So now Timmy's diving into the pool again. With this drop here, we don't know if we're going to continue swimming to the bottom of the pool or if Timmy's going to jump back out again. That is what you're looking at. So anytime you're on your charts, you see massive rejections where the wicks go the opposite way, that is a pool of liquidity. So Timmy is jumping in the pool, and we're going to see how deep he can go before he pulls back out of the pool, or maybe he swims to the bottom of the pool. This is what you can do. So you can see on this chart, if you look clearly, and if everybody uses their eyes, you can see very easily where there were massive amounts of rejection. There was rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here. But the fact that there was rejection over in this side over here, like this candle here, is irrelevant because these candles mirrored each other. So these two candles mirrored each other, and you got the same liquidity area that we tapped into here. So now when we see that, you now make judgment calls and say, okay, are we going to continue to move down here? If yes, then what you have to do is you have to map out a idea of stop loss versus take profit. Now, once we get to this area here, it's going to be very hard to trade in this liquidity area because you can see we're rejecting that area again. So this would not be a good time to sell gold again until we get a candle that maybe forms like this again, where we have a top wick that starts to drive through that liquidity. But we don't have that, and it's a very, very heavy support. The other thing is too, this is a daily support. When you look at this level here, the fact that we're on the hour chart is irrelevant. It's the major time frames that's still a support. So we're playing with fire as we come back into this area every single time. So your goal would have been, hey, now when you go back and you review this stream, how could I have taken this trade or this trade over here? What would I have had to do so that I could catch this mirror candle? And now when I go to trade next time, how do I mark up my charts to have a similar idea so that I can catch that move? Okay? So that's what you need to do, and that's how you have to work through. If the gold rejects, if the gold goes to 1458, 1453, what would you look for as confirmation? Well, all I need to do, Rosham, is look at the previous side of the chart, look over here at all the different levels of confirmation to say what happened at 1453 and what are the confirmations that I would need to move back up, right? So if I turn around and I look at 1453, I can see over here as an example, there are bullish candles leaving that liquidity. So those would be confirmations. You can see here, there is a bullish candle leaving liquidity. That would be confirmations, right? This is stuff, guess what? I didn't read a book. I didn't read a book about this. I just looked at the charts and said, hey, whatever's happening on this side over here, more than likely will happen over here. And if it doesn't, then we're dropping down over here. That's it. That's all I'm doing. This is it. So if we break through, we are no longer going up. So we're no longer going this way. We'll just be going this way. And all we have to do is wait to see what happens over here. That's it. That's all you're doing. It's a waiting game. This is like you going to dinner and you know what you want to order. You just have to wait for them to deliver it for you. You can't eat your fork or your spoon at dinner. You have to actually eat food. So there's no point of putting your spoon in your mouth or your fork in your mouth if you don't have a plate in front of you. It's the same thing here. There's no point of trying to attempt trades if you don't see anything of any sort of interest, right? So you say, how do I trade this right now? Well, here are your opportunities. Stop loss, take profit, or you sit back and wait to see that you get better confirmations. You want to jump in on the first candle you see that rejects? Perfect. You're going to get a stopped out a lot of times because we're still very bearish. But hey, if you want to be a cowboy, be a cowboy. I rather sit back and wait for this kind of information. Like, hey, look, candles are telling me we're going up. Okay, I'll take a buy. Or, hey, candles are telling me we're going down. Okay, I'll take a sell. That's basically how I trade. When candles are going down, I sell. When candles are going up, I buy. So this candle right now is still a sell, but we have traffic right over here. So it does not make sense. This is like going to the buffet and saying, hey, there's no more food, but I still want to eat. So you got to wait for the food to show up again. Yeah, Raja and I have a understanding of the markets because we trade them every day. So when you have someone that trades every day, it's easy to explain things. So like when you talk to somebody else and you ask them to explain this level of detail, People can't do that because they don't trade. They sell you courses and things. So when Raja and I talk, it's because we take these trades all the time. And you can see on the live streams how many times we've taken trades and where they've gone. King shavers. When people are selling, I'm buying. I don't copy the retailers. No, you don't have to. But if you understand where the smart money is going, so if you believe gold is going up, there's still opportunities for you to sell. It's just the idea is you don't want to be in there long term. You just go to certain targets. I don't disagree with that sentiment, but I'm not going to try and buy when all the candles are bearish. Like, it doesn't make sense in my mind. That's all. And I know where and I always have a target. So like, as an example here, when you sold, your target was right here. Smart money obviously is selling to buy, but we sold and we got out. So we were smart money too.
Yeah, I think if you can't read candles, I mean, there's nothing much you can do. It's very important to read candles. Before this, we started looking at gold once this candle closed bearish. This closed bearish. Ryan anticipated sells, came down, candle closed, and we anticipated this move down, the news candle. This we drew the magic candle Ted earlier on. We're like, all right, this candle should kind of look like this, and then had the target for.
Yep.
Because when it started to come down, guys were thinking, okay, gold's going to go up, gold's going to go up, but nope.
Nope.
Gold goes further down.
Yeah, I mean, if you look, and this is all about storytelling too. So if you go back to the daily, you can see the daily's creating sort of a consolidation, right? So when gold went down, we were at this price over here, like in the middle there. But if you can anticipate that this is like a hard support, if you were to draw a hard support there, we're just following the orders all the way there. You don't necessarily have to worry too much about this little support zone. But if you look at where this candle stopped, where this candle, like the bodies where they stopped, you usually have a push in terms of getting back to that level again. It just makes sense, right? You can see here as an example, like the candles sort of finish with the same bodies. So if you know that, you can then anticipate, hey, more than likely this momentum, we're going to go to that end of that body, and that's an easy trade at that point. You guys make it much harder for yourselves by not using indicators. We just got trolled by Alan.
Yeah, I like my eyes.
Yeah, GJ's finally moving. I think a good target for GJ will be that fill on the hourly up to 900.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm hoping for.
Indicators are tools, and if you don't use them, it's like going to a construction site without tools. Yes, king shavers, but I don't bring a saw when I need a hammer. So now what tools do I need to bring to the construction site? Do I bring all my tools, or should I just bring some of the tools?
You don't know what tools you need until you get to the job.
That's right.
You need to know the difference between when to cut the cake with a knife or a machete, you know? You don't bring a machete to fucking cut a cake.
You don't bring a machete to a birthday party.
Yeah.
I got extra confidence to cut the cake.
Holy cow. Someone's bringing...
Yeah, see, the thing is, like, everyone has their own way to trade. You know, if indicators work, perfect. You know, if you don't use indicators, that's okay too.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I've seen is I have moved from using 4 indicators at one time to using no indicators. And from my opinion and experience, I think my trading has increased tenfolds by using no indicators.
Yeah, my question to people who use indicators, and it's not a trolling question, but it's just a logical sequence of questions, is if indicators were confluence in a statistical environment that they were reliable, say 80% of the time, why are we just not using indicators instead of having to study everything else? So that's why I get confused, because if this was relatively easy, then there would be trading courses in retirement homes, and people would be like, hey, here are the 3 indicators that you need, and if these all line up together, then that means a buy or that means a sell. That's where I take sort of a challenge approach to people who say use indicators, because they're not reliable. If you use indicators and you can turn around and maybe level them for confluence, like some of my charts, like one of my gold charts has a 200 EMA. I like to use that because a lot of times I see pushes off the 200 EMA. Like it's a very strong support, so it'll bounce off of that. So a lot of time, excuse me, a lot of times when I'm trading, if I see price heading towards that 200 EMA and it's off by maybe 4 pips or 3 pips, I know that we're going to probably hit it and then whip away from it. Like I've just seen it happen enough times. So I use that as an idea in my head that, hey, that could be a possible target, or I'll close my trade a little early as we're coming towards that, like on a higher time frame. It's not something that I rely on heavily, but as we come towards it, I know that it's going to give me trouble. It's just something that I've looked at that. Right? When the 30-minute close at 14:56:52, what made you not wait for the retest? How do you tell when not to wait to retest and when to?
Maybe use lower time frames.
Yeah, I mean the 30-minute close, that was the news at 8:30, and that's why it dropped more. There was a news event. I only use indicators for additional layer validation for my own analysis, plus it helps you learn a couple of pairs and how they move over time. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Like I said, I don't really care if people use indicators. Indicators are like training wheels. What they'll turn around and do is they'll basically, as you get more proficient with reading candles and understanding price action and understanding the pair that you're trading, you'll realize it's just not necessary. Like I don't even, like I can look at charts, I don't even need support and resistance lines. You know, here's the magical statement from the internet. The simple fact that 90% fail is a robust sign. 90% of the info, including indicators, simply do not cut it long term. What's your take on that statement? The reason why 90% of people fail is psychological. It has nothing to do with technical or fundamental analysis. It's all psychological. You have people that are undercapitalized trying to trade and make millions, and they can't do it. It's human nature. This is basically created a gambling scenario, because what you have is you have ease of accessibility. You can trade off your phone, you can trade off your computer. It takes you 5 seconds to load up a brokerage account and deposit money, and it takes you literally half a second to click buy or sell. There's no real effort involved in terms of roadblocking or actually creating a barrier of entry. So the fact that there's an ease of barrier of entry creates the number of defaults, right? It's sort of like if you turned around and you said, well, how come there's so many good reviews about that one restaurant? It's because more than likely it's hard to get into. If you allow more and more people to get into that restaurant, chances are you're going to invite the wrong people. And that's what's happened with trading. So you have people that are stupid to begin with doing things that are way above their head, and now they're just adding to their stupidity. That's really what the biggest issue is with the Forex industry, is you have stupid people trying to do smart people things. And the majority of people are stupid to begin with, but they don't have enough information to make proper decisions. Have you heard anything bad about Traders Way Broker? Well, there's bad things about every brokerage. My brokerage has one person who went on every single internet website and said that it was a bad brokerage. Meanwhile, we've got over 25,000 people on it. So, I mean, you just deal with it. You work with people, you trust people, you talk to other people, get references, and use that.
Well, I guess tomorrow is going to be a very slow day, so I'm not going to stream tomorrow. Thanksgiving.
Over under of how many DMs you're gonna get.
Oh yeah.
We should have a bet on that.
Yeah, there should be a
This whole week's been slow, Rakeel, hasn't it?
Yeah, the whole week has been
really slow week.
Fucking garbage.
Yeah, it has actually been. I looked at my trading this week, it's been crap. Even last week was pretty much crap too.
Yeah, towards the end of last week was poor.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll have a live stream at the gym or something.
Or just in weights.
Yeah. We're gonna lift your favorite trading gurus.
Oh yeah, I got to do chest today.
Gartic is back home?
No, Gartic is not here, man.
Where's Gartic?
Still in US?
Gartic is working. He's driving in states somewhere.
Who you bench pressing today, Rakeel?
What's that?
Who you bench pressing today?
I don't know.
Bench the torch challenge.
Some guy.
Oh, you know the funny thing is, when I'm at the gym, right? So Gartic's always with me. I'm 6'1", Gartic's like what, 5'5", 5'6",
Yeah,
something.
if that. He
If
weighs like
that.
40 pounds wet too.
You know, like yesterday, at least 6 people asked me, "Hey, where's your buddy?" You know, because we're the odd one out. We're so odd one out. It's just like Dave and Goliath. You know, like the story Dave and Goliath.
It's twins with Arnold and Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito.
Exactly.
It's like where's your mini me?
So that's the stock open, right?
Yep.
Doing nothing.
Yeah.
I swear everyone's on holiday already.
Same as at 8, yeah.
Nothing.
If you want to see the Torch account, just go on QBank's IG, and he has the login investor password and stuff like that. It's losing money as well. It's not a good example of how to see people trade. It's actually pretty sad, to be honest, but I mean, that's just my opinion, and I'm entitled to it.
At least it's not their money they're losing.
But still, man, these guys paid for the online course $700, and then they paid for the in-person course $15.
Oh, they have to. They only can do it if they've done a course.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah.
I thought these were just random people.
Oh no.
Sending him demo profits. You know?
No, these are now the actual students. Like we talked about the other week. My premonitions are coming true. I feel like Jesus sometimes. Someone will betray me by the end of the week. It's like looks like someone's betraying him by the end of the month. Because we said that the other day that having your own students trade that money will make or break you.
Mm-hmm.
Because now that guy's losing money. It's like, what does that say about your course?
You're losing reputation real quick.
That's right. Yeah. So that's the bad part about that. And that it doesn't make sense because I don't dispute people learn things in different courses, but there's always going to be a curve in terms of people that are just not going to get it. Doesn't matter what course they take. And putting up students like that randomly, I mean, it's not a good idea. And if he turns around and says that's one of his better students, that's even worse. I mean, that's
it's dangerous.
It's very, very dangerous. It was a great marketing ploy. I mean, gets people to the brokerage, gets people trading on it, but I mean, it doesn't make sense. I've already said my piece on it. So
it's something that can backfire so quickly. That's the problem. But everyone's got their own choices in life.
Yep. Like I said, I just don't agree with doing things like that. But I mean, hey, that's a student that scored at a 9.5. It's like I said. I mean, you know what? It's good for a laugh. I mean, we all entertain ourselves. I mean, here this stream is free. You learn what you want. You don't like it, you don't have to show up. You like it, show up again. You know, not a big deal. I mean, I think people that have traded on this stream have watched us enough to realize that we somewhat know what we're talking about. I mean, we're not always right, but I mean, at least you can get something out of here that'll maybe help you.
It's always a little bit of value of some sort.
Yeah.
Even if it's the artistic drawings or anything.
Yeah, we have a good time over here.
I'm having a better time on GJ right now. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this stream I think is always going to be free because as more people join, Rakeel gets paid more from YouTube. So like YouTube keeps paying Rakeel. So as long as YouTube keeps paying Rakeel, Rakeel will be happy. So
yeah, YouTube pays for the bills here for the stream.
That's right.
Based
So
on our analysis.
yeah, YouTube keeps the lights on for us.
Yeah, they pay the electric for sure.
It's actually a great model because really nobody's paying anything. The only thing they're paying for is their time or watching the stream, which is free anyways. And if you want to learn, you're watching it, so you're studying anyways. So really, YouTube's getting ripped off. I mean, because then people come back and watch the stream over and over again, and it'll just keep generating likes and views and stuff.
Things, I suppose they make an absolute shit ton through adverts and stuff anyway. So.
Well, it would be interesting if Rakeel had started this right when like YouTube was very popular.
Yeah.
He would have made hundreds of thousands of dollars before, like, well, all the ads before they cut down all the ad rates and everything like that. Rakeel would be a millionaire from streaming.
You would need to make trades. Yeah. That's.
Ted, do you think gold on 5 minutes is making the M arc?
The McDonald's. I'm looking on the 15.
Creating a small resistance.
Yeah, the 5 minute right now is consolidating on gold. I think what you might find is at 10 o'clock or close towards London close, you might get the move. I think if you put a support around 1454.20, I think you have to break that, and then you're hoping that you break below 1453.
It's a lot of hoping.
Yeah, it's just because I mean, if you look at the last 15 minute or the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 5-minute candles, we've been ranging pretty hard. Similar to what Simon was saying in his comment, which was like, why are we moving so slow? We really need to break out of that range. It's a great area to trade off the 5 minute, because if we break above the 5 minute, so if you break the 5 minute down and you break above like 1455, we're probably going to head back up to like 1456, 1457. But if we break down, if we break below 1454, you've got 1453.20 as a target. So it's actually a really good spot there.
Yeah, I'm monitoring it. I prefer buys just because I think it's a lot more of a stickier area that you're coming into for sells. Like up into that, back into that open zone is a lot clearer than trying to sell through all that. Like you said, that liquidity zone from yesterday. It's a strong 4-hour daily level. Like that's so I'm looking for a break up, but obviously there's no buys now.
Yeah, I think you're right, Simon. And the reason why I say that is because the daily candle has sort of exhausted its move. It's hit support. And I don't think it's going to have much legs to go further down today. I think you might find Friday will be the bigger move if we're going to actually go break through that daily support that we have, that zone that we were looking at.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Like if this wanted to move down, surely it would be happening. Like it would have happened by now.
Yeah, there would have been a bigger push. I think you might find that you might get something at 10 o'clock, but I don't think it'll be sustained unless there's a news event.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, how much did Rakeel pay Ted? When I started, yeah, I think it was like 300 or 350 or something like that.
Yeah, 350. It was 350.
Yep. Back in the day. Man, I should have charged more.
Oh, I'm gonna make a move, guys. Have a good afternoon. Well, morning. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow.
Right.
See you.
See you later.
Take care, Chris.
Yeah. Well, I think back then we didn't know what people charged.
Well, I always thought for me, for what I charged was just more of the fact that I never wanted to put people in a financially difficult position, but I also wanted to make it realistic for them, right? So that you're actually you're involved in it. And people that charge like $2,500 a course, or like $3,000 a course, I don't think it makes sense. I think it's just very difficult to do that to people, because it's not you collecting the money. It's when you look at the other person, right? So say, for example, you charge somebody like $5,000 for a course, right? And everyone's like, oh, that's expensive. What you've done is you've put them in a position where now they're at minus 5,000. So they've started their trading journey and they're at minus 5,000. So in the back of your mind, it's like, I've already lost 5,000. I have to try and regain that back. And then you're struggling to grab that back. The opposite argument to that is, well, if someone's paying 5,000, they should have more than $5,000 behind them, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. And you're getting more of a quality person. If you go with the argument that the amount of money you have is a representation of your intelligence. Smart people have more money than dumb people. That's a very generic way of thinking, but that's usually what it comes down to is, doctors are supposedly smart. That's why they make more money than, the janitor, so to speak. So it's just, I don't argue with me. Don't fill up the chat box with, well, you're wrong, Ted. I know this and this and this. I'm just using a generality that people have used in society for hundreds of years. So that would be the opposite argument. I never felt that my qualifications justified a payment larger than like a few $100s. I mean, like, who am I to tell you that I'm worth $5,000? Like, even though I've made millions, I can't justify the price of like, hey, you got to talk to me now. It costs you $10,000. Like, that's just ludicrous. It doesn't make sense in my mind. I mean, if I have a bunch of wealthy people that want to talk to me, yeah, I'll charge them lots of money to talk to me because they have the money. I always look at it as like, you try and price things according to the audience that you're working with. If people only have a few $100s, I'm not charging them a few thousand. If people have millions of dollars, then yeah, you better believe I'm going to take it from them, right? But you don't want to try and take millions of dollars from people that don't have that. That's what you sort of look at is, you price yourself accordingly. Like if I have a speaking engagement and people want me to speak and it's like, this guy's got money and he's like, well, how much do you charge? Well, yeah, I charge 25,000, 20,000, 15,000. And then if I get, oh, that's a lot, then I'll say, okay, well, what do you want to pay me? And then they come up with a number. And most times it's like, I didn't even care to get paid, but I mean, hey, if you're going to give me money for showing up, it doesn't bother me at all. Keep paying me.
How did I meet Ted? We met on Instagram, and then I think we went for lunch.
Yeah, we went to lunch at Three Brewers at up in Markham.
Yeah, we had some nachos.
Yep, nachos. We had nachos. It was really windy that day too. It was a nice day out, so it was cool. Yeah, now we hang out regularly. Well, as regularly as we can. We're friends.
For the longest time, my wife used to say, "You and your virtual friends." I'm like, all right, let me just meet these people then.
Yeah.
Well,
that was the time. That was the time when you had to take a picture to prove to your wife that we were going to the movies.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we went to go see the Queen movie, And it was we went to go see that movie, right?
Yeah, I went to see the Queen movie.
And then he's like, "Oh, hold on, I gotta take a picture with you so my wife can see we're at the movies together."
she's
So she's jealous?
No, she's
no, she
like,
couldn't believe it. Yeah.
the two guys are going to watch a movie. I'm like,
Yeah, she didn't understand that. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with two guys watching a movie. I mean, it's no big deal. Like, we're not holding hands. I mean, not there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, it's just like, you just go to the movie with your buddy.
Like this weekend, I told my wife I'm going with a brother to have lunch somewhere, and look for some tacos at the flea market. And he told me, "Are you sure it's with Werner or someone else?"
you have friends all of a sudden?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like where do you get these magical friends from?
Uh-huh.
Everything. I guess when you have a wife, you have to screen everything, make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be back in Miami, Kerwin, in February.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I told my wife already.
Yeah, I think more than likely February. And then I think I'll be there for a few days at least.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. One of the guys is renting. One of my partners. I don't know if you know him. He's renting a house for 6 months in Tampa. So we're gonna go there and stay, just like we did the last time, and then come over to Miami.
Oh wow. The guy from California?
No. He's from Toronto. He didn't come the last time. He was supposed to come to meet everybody the last time. He just didn't make it. His girlfriend got sick, so he had to stay back in Sarasota the last time.
Oh wow.
But I'm not driving that. That drive from Tampa. I'm flying in from Tampa to Miami. I'm private jetting it. I'm not driving that alligator alley shit again.
Yeah. I mean, because probably you were driving during the night, right?
No, I drove during the day. It was I drove by myself because I had to go all the way back to Sarasota to catch my flight because that's where we were staying, and everybody else left out of Miami. And then what ended up happening was I was the only one going back. When originally the only reason why I drove from Sarasota or I flew out from Sarasota was because people were going to come back to the house, and they never did. And then I ended up driving myself. Mind you, maybe we might drive from Tampa and then stay in Miami, and then I'll just fly out from Miami.
Okay. If you want, I mean, Tampa is about 3 hours from here. I can go there and pick you up.
Oh no! I wouldn't make you do that, man. You have to go through alligator.
You know I have a boat, so
that's true. It's alligator alley. The private jet from Tampa to Miami would probably be like $2,000. It's not. I'm not balling out of control here. It's an hour flight or 45-minute flight, and they go regularly, so people don't turn around and like if anyone turns around and says they're taking an hour. Like the funny thing is when you watch people on Instagram and social media and they take those flights from like Arizona to like California and stuff like that, or from like Vegas to California, those flights are so cheap to go private. It makes sense. It's like it's the same price as like a first class ticket for like a long haul flight. Like it's stupid. People just make it out because they're like, oh yeah, I'm flying private. It's like, yeah, you just paid a first class ticket. That's essentially what you're doing on those planes because they're small. It's a small flight. Yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Estimated cost per flight hour. Okay.
Yeah, see, like 2,000 per hour, 3,000 per hour. You get like 5 people in it. It's like $500 a person. Like it's nothing.
Yeah, it's not much at all.
Yeah. People, like.
But it's that thing. Ooh, I flew private. It's the same price ticket.
Well, yeah, it's because you can post it on Instagram that you're in this jet by yourself. Like literally, that's all it is. It's like, hey. I'll respect anybody who takes a private jet from from Dubai all the way to New York City. I'll respect that. Like if you show me that you're taking a private jet from Dubai to New York or from like California to New York, then yeah, okay, you got my respect. But
that's commendable, yeah.
Yeah, not flying from Arizona to San Diego or from San Diego to Los Angeles. Like, give me a break. That's like, you could drive those distances. That's why they have private flights all the time. Private jet pictures do sell more courses. That is correct.
Yeah.
If you really want to be smart, what you can do is all these private jet companies, what you do is you call them up and you say, hey, my business, Acme Widgets is interested in taking a flight, but we've never really explored the private plane industry, and we'd like to come take a look at your fleet of jets. Can we take a look at them and walk inside and see which one would make the most sense for our party? And they'll be like, yeah, sure, Mr. Smith, come on down between 2 and 4. We'll have one of our jets on in the hangar, and you can go in there. So what you do is you stand there and you're like, hey, I just want to take a few pictures with people, and you sit down there, you get out of the jet, and you're like, hey, good.
Yeah.
I found that site a while back. Yeah.
Yeah.
We take private jet photo shoot. Yeah. You take. Yeah. See, look, they already tell you how to do it. See, they already have all the pictures that they can do. See, that guy looks like he's busy checking his phone.
Checking his MT4 on the phone.
He's checking if he's received any likes or not.
His respect.
That looks like Kavan.
No, Kavan is that's Floyd Mayweather's stunt double. Yeah, see, look how good you look.
Oh, you can even bring a Ferrari out too. Hey guys, I'm leaving.
Yeah, honestly, go rent a Ferrari, get a private jet photo shoot, boom, Instagram success.
Yeah, also right, I own the jet. Who cares?
Yeah.
I just don't. What is the fucking point in that? Why would you pay to have pictures in a private jet? Like, how is that gonna
marketing?
How is that gonna help your life?
Marketing.
Yeah,
makes you look.
It's marketing.
I mean,
yeah,
Ted,
but it makes you look, but you're lying to yourself.
Look at this guy. Hey guys, I'm out. Peace.
The funny thing is, if people knew about private jets, you don't have to carry on your own luggage. They do it for you. But, I mean, that's a little side note. So whenever you
pay for a private jet, they should be doing everything for you.
Yeah, so when they take you away, they pick up your luggage for you. You don't need to bring your luggage on the jet. See, like that picture of the luggage, the guy would have already, they would have already taken away from him.
Yeah, you're not gonna drag it all the way up across the stairs.
They're not doing that for you. They do it for you, and your luggage doesn't go in the main cabin; it goes in the luggage compartment.
Sir, you can just put the luggage by your seat, just like right over here. Put a hard kiss. What's gonna happen when there's turbulence?
Imagine Raja with a cardboard box going into the.
What about turbulence? Where the fuck is it gonna go? Oh, they even Photoshop the windows too, to make it look like they're flying.
Oh wow! Inside Hey County, Toronto's newest what?
Oh yeah, that's the museum, Rakeel.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's not a jet. That's like a where you could just it's like a room or something. You just sit there. It looks like a private jet in the back.
Well, they fooled me then, whatever that was.
Yeah, they fooled it. They fooled everybody. But if you did your analysis and read the little,
There's so many things that people do nowadays.
You got us in the chart.
You know what? I think that's a great idea. Now I can build a sound stage for like a mansion. So like you can come in like in a sound stage, and then you can just build the interior of a house. Be like, yo, I live here.
Mm-hmm.
Gold broke out of that little 5-minute zone, and it's starting to move.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to drop.
Yeah, it's gonna fill this wick over here.
Then what?
Then my analysis ends over there.
Yeah.
Then I don't know where it's gonna go. If gold drops from there further, then that's a new level of this game opening up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your target is that going to be that whole liquidity wick to the left there.
Yeah.
That's like, I think it'll just step down in stages and then eventually drop to that point. It's just always returns. I thought you had to be very rich to go private. Nope, you just have to be very smart at marketing yourself. I think it was Grant Cardone. He bought a jet because he said it was cheaper for him to buy a jet than pay taxes, which was pretty interesting. Because he had $50 million in tax liability that he had to cover for his company. So he actually got what is it? What company builds
On the
that?
loophole.
Oh yeah, he got Gulfstream to fast track his jet order so that he could cover his tax liability by purchasing this expense for his company. That's pretty smart. I do applaud that. I watched that video in the article, or I read the article on that. I thought that was pretty ingenious, because at the end of the day, when you pay taxes, you rather pay yourself than pay the government. So if you owe the government taxes and there's a way to get credits back, man, pay yourself first.
Yeah, funny thing you mentioned that. Actually, my professor, he basically, from his job, he settled like a deal with his vice president for one of the programs that he had implemented in the company, and he made a deal with him to basically get paid for 4.5 months of overtime, 16 hours a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
He made the whole thing happen in 4.5 months, and basically he got paid $91,000. But at the end, when he got the check, nobody had told him that 50% of overtime gets taxed. So he was so pissed that he went to go find some loophole in the tax system. And basically, what you can do is use that money to pay for your education. So he went and paid like 50. It was like 85,000 for a program in London for healthcare.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like if say for example, you have frequent flyer points, right? So those like Aeroplan points and stuff like that. Sometimes it pays you to go take a flight somewhere for like $500 because you're going to get like $2,000 worth of flight credits.
Oh yes.
So it's the same thing there. So that's what I tell people is the best thing that you can do is incorporate yourself, become a corporation, and try and do as much as you can through your corporation. Here's a little bit of business 101. The first thing that you need to build when you start building out your empire is build out a holding company, because each corporation that you incorporate needs a business purpose. A holding company doesn't need a specific identity. It's a holding company. And from your holding company, what you do is you build other companies below that holding company. And what you can do is there's many ways to creatively borrow, pay less tax, and work with your holding company. So as an example, your holding company holds all your assets or holds all your money. You can lend your other company money at an interest rate, and that interest rate can be tax deductible for your current business against your holding company. And as you start to go deep dive into business 101, you'll find that there's many things that people do as business owners to reduce their tax rate, because obviously you're either paying tax to the government or you're leveraging those credits to offset your tax paid. So as you start to build your empire, those are things that you want to do. Always have a holding company, because your holding company allows you to do multiple things and you have a little bit more flexibility. So just something to keep in mind. If you can afford not to pay the government and pay yourself, might as well. It's like the same thing. Like, say for example, you have a business and your business is you're getting charged like 30,000 in tax, right? You owe the government 30,000 in tax. It may pay you to purchase an automobile as a corporate vehicle and then write off the lease as a tax credit, so you pay less. You're either going to pay the government or buy yourself a car, right? So like, it makes sense that way too.
That's what we did with the SUV we got.
Yep.
I did the math. I was like, holy fuck.
Yep.
It's going to be a loss. So might as well just buy it.
Yep. Yep. It's very true. So people, if you're smart with your money and you start to understand the tax implications, it's there's things that you just have to buy because it just makes sense. Yeah, Isle of Man, Gibraltar are tax havens. I know Gibraltar very well. Georgia is a very good tax haven. Let's see, what else is a good tax haven?
Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey is a good tax haven. Yeah, there's quite a few, and a lot of them too. Cyprus, there's tax mitigation there. Mauritius. And it's essentially when you look at what you're doing, you just find the best offshore jurisdiction to work from. And that's not to say that you're evading taxes. So there's a difference between evading taxes and avoiding taxes. That's the number one thing that you have to learn as you become a business person, is you're never going to be able to evade taxes, because evading taxes will get you into trouble. Avoiding taxes does not get you into trouble. You're just being smarter. And that's what you have to remember in life, is never try and do tax evasion, because tax evasion will get you arrested. Tax avoidance is proper way to do business. Because if you look at your tax code where you live, it's probably a book that's basically 3 meters thick. So understand that aspect of it. That's all.
I think all these things are deliberately made complicated so the common person can't get around it.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
It's ridiculous. Like, I mean, when you look at the tax code, it doesn't even make sense. You ask a government official to understand a tax code, they'll be like, "Oh, there's a guy that'll do that for us," and that guy doesn't even know what it is. So, no, there goes gold, rejecting that area and off to the races. Parminder, gold, anywhere you want it to go, because it's 10 o'clock and. Look at that gold. Gold shot right back up again. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go to the gym. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm going to head off too.
Enjoy.
Take care, everybody.
See you on
Take care,
Friday.
Raja.
Have
Care,
fun.
All right,
everybody.
take care.
Have fun.